Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another episode of the Let's Keep It a Buck podcast, episode 68. Is it 68? Closing in on Big 6'9", you know what I'm saying? Nice.
Best number.
Yes, sir. We got the usuals in the building. Dama was back. We got Omar, we got TSO. Say what's up.
Yo, I'm back. Hope y'all didn't think I was, kicked off after what happened previous pod. I know it was pretty bad timing. But that looked pretty weird.
Yo, Sage, say what's up.
What was good? I was letting y'all go first.
You go.
What's good, y'all? How y'all doing?
All right, Omar's your turn.
Lately, I feel like it's me versus me. You see what I'm saying?
Yo, how many times you about to flex that picture, man? All right.
I'm just saying.
All right, since I'm screen capping Discord, let me show the stream right now.
Twin be acting up.
This is the picture he's referring to.
Clown.
This dude right here. Yo, peep that left elbow. You know what I'm saying? This is superpower.
I'm like Trey Rags. Fuck you.
Yo, who said that?
Somebody in the fucking chat said it.
Trey Rags, he definitely said that shit.
Jesus Christ. Shout out to the iTunes people. Leave us a 5-star. Shout out to the Spotify people. If you can leave us a 5-star, feel free. Shout out to YouTube as well. We putting up ones upon there. Sheesh. On the full episodes, clips, different story. Shout out to Twitch. Shout out to Twitch chat in the building. Shout out to Patreon members as well. We gonna mention them at the end of this pod. I also might just change like the tier requirements if we keep on forgetting. Like, let's just not make that a thing. But as y'all see with the title of this stream, at least, got some big news, man. Big news. Papa Dom in the building. Hold on. Papa Dom in the building. Hey, throw doves in chat.
Right,
throw doves in chat.
Oh, man.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
Oh
my
God. For the people who don't know, well, Dom, break it to him, man. I don't want to be the one to break it to him.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Niggas is dads now, nigga. I'm a dad now. Where your dad at, nigga?
Hey.
Yeah.
Where your dad at, nigga? I'm walk up and where your dad at, nigga? Where your dad at? Yeah, bro. Like, shit's different.
So what was the reaction like when I don't even know how'd you find out?
She told me, and honestly, keeping it hot, I already knew.
Now, it's already out there. How did you already know, good sir?
Listen, man, when you are undefeated, when you out here with this Floyd Mayweather win streak of undefeatedness,
Uh-huh.
A Logan Paul can, you know what I'm saying? Logan Paul can come out of nowhere.
Sometimes when you go to the judges' scorecards and you know you ain't giving your all, you know you lost that one. You know, you walk away knowing this one might not go. This one's above me now.
The Rock is cooking something. Okay.
You know, yeah. Just know somebody in the chat said it. Yeah, just know when you're undefeated like me, sometimes you just know.
Y'all be pulling out?
I used to.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
No, sir.
Hey, me and my girl rock that two-factor authentication. You know what I'm saying? We don't. Hey.
Yo.
Oh my God! No.
Wait. What's the problem? I can't be safe.
Says, man said he read the 6 digits.
He ultra safe.
I don't see the problem, man.
I can't do that. 2 factors, crazy, bro. 1 factor. Mm-mm.
One factor.
One factor is already crazy enough for some people. With 2
Let me
factor,
ask you
man,
this. Let me ask all 3 of y'all this.
Cap.
Let me ask all 3 of y'all this. Would y'all ever take a shower with a jacket on?
Real quick, before we answer that, shout out to Jersey Boy Marv with the 10 gifted. What's good? What's good?
Oh, what's good?
Hey, man.
For the diapers.
Can you say the question again?
Hey,
For the diapers.
all donations are welcome.
Would y'all ever take a shower with a jacket on?
How would you get clean?
Exactly. Would you ever wash your hands with gloves on?
No.
I feel like the answer is no.
So
Is this
then
a
why
trick
would
question?
you? So then why would you have condom sex?
That's not the same thing.
It's the same thing.
That's not the same thing.
Lately, I feel like it's me versus me. I don't.
Yeah.
Okay, so
He's literally about to say shit and end it with that every time all partner. For a whole hour, he's about to say some little comment. Lately, it's just me versus me. Like, every time.
I also got the pod title and the pod thumbnail.
B-Souls, do you take a shower with a jacket on?
No.
oh my
Alright,
God,
then.
he's really
Take the condom off.
That's not a good point. That's
If
a
you're-
terrible point.
If you're doing something with the intention of getting wet, why would you wear something to prevent you from getting wet?
Oh
Come on,
my
Sage.
God, you're
Come on
going
now.
It's about do you want a jit? Yes or
Yeah.
no?
That's what I'm saying. If you take a shower naked, it's like, oh fuck.
There isn't any consequences.
That's what
to
I'm
it,
saying.
Except
First of
you
all,
stink. If you take a jacket, if you're wearing a jacket while you're taking a shower and you're rubbing soap on fabric, you still boof. You stink. there's no W in it.
You saying it's pointless. So what I'm telling
I
you,
will say this. Condoms be blowing it. We all know that.
Thank you.
They be blowing it.
chat, don't ever wear them.
And again,
Don't ever wear them.
that's
I'm
why I
not
need
saying
that 2-factor
I'm not-
authentication.
See, I'm not saying that.
Don't ever wear them.
Chat, I like to be here, and then he just not only goes up, he goes left with it. Like
Don't
I never
ever
said,
wear. And if you do wear them, if your girl is forcing you to poke a hole in 'em every time.
That's him. That's him
At
above
that
me.
point, why?
Yo, that's.
Let me tell you why you. Poke
I'm
a
pretty
hole
sure
in.
that's
Bro,
statutory rape, but alright.
That's not.
That's not. No. Whoa. Relax. I'm gonna tell you why you poke a hole in it.
Okay.
So y'all ever been cooking like pasta and then you got to put it in a little thing with the hole, the colander,
The
to
strainer.
drain it out? To strain it out, right? The strainer.
Yes.
Because it holds back the noodles, but it lets all the water go through. So if you do the same thing with a condom, it'll hold back all the sperm with the babies in it, and it'll just let go of the stuff, like the liquid. And she won't get pregnant that way.
Chat. I was on this nigga's side at first. Don't listen to him.
What are you talking
No.
about? What are you talking about?
Chat, don't listen to him. Don't listen to him.
What the
It is him versus him right now. Don't listen to him.
It's me versus me.
Ain't no one on your side right now, bro.
I'm not worried about going against Sage and B Souls. It's me versus me. And I'm
Bro,
It's not even about being against you. It's the premise of the first one is a discussion for a different day at this point. Why would you poke a hole? You gain nothing from that.
Thank you.
You gain
Pleasure.
literally nothing from that.
Pleasure.
No, you don't.
How do you what is pleasing
Pleasure,
about that?
just a hole
What is
doesn't.
pleasing
No.
about that?
What are you
Because it-
sticking your dick in? What?
You poke holes in the end, but I'm telling like if it's in a package or whatever, just poke. But eventually, if you hitting it right, you're gonna bust through that. It's like a thing at the homecoming
So,
game. You know where they hold up the
Oh,
things
I
and you
know.
bust through.
But why wouldn't you just?
That's a metaphor he chose, bro.
Wait, but why would you poke a hole in when you could just like pull it back when it's on there? You could just pull it back and it just tears, and you could just have it open like that.
Either way, bust through. That's what I keep telling these kids. Don't hit your goals, bust through your goals. You see what I'm saying? We on the same page. It's me
All
and
I'm
Damo
saying
versus Sage. and
Look,
B
all I'm
Souls.
saying is,
We're
if you
not.
out here have a condom sex, you're still a virgin, in my opinion.
Oh my
That's
God.
how I look at it. That's
I mean,
Cardiac said this is the same dude
the more-
who gave
okay,
the advice to not
that
pay your
takes-
debt.
I'm not gonna lie, that takes actually interesting because it's like it's different.
It's definitely different.
It's
It's way different. You're a virgin still.
It's
You might as well just stick your dick in the couch at that point. Like,
All right, that's a little disrespectful. I don't know.
I'm waiting for Damo to lie. He ain't lied yet.
But she should be offended.
That's okay. She should be and do better.
It's not her fault. It's yours for putting the condom on. It's your fault.
Hey man.
Name 6 reasons why you wear a condom, and then we can start the show after that.
Okay. I don't want to catch anything.
Bezos Jr. #1.
Yes, that's 2.
But that can be prevented if your pull-out game is strong. There you go.
No. it
Isn't that a myth?
Yes, it can.
No, it's not a myth. I ain't got no kids. I ain't never celebrated a Mother's Day.
I was undefeated. I'm telling you, I knew. I knew when I was undefeated. I knew when I lost. I knew.
I mean,
You
that
know.
shit-
Well,
that
obviously,
shit
if
is
you
still
pull
not-
out, it's not obviously going to be as effective as if you
Yeah.
didn't pull out. What I'm saying is,
mean-
just because you pull out, that doesn't prevent pregnancy. I'm pretty sure.
Literally,
you wear a condom.
if you- there's no way she gets pregnant if you're not on the floor. It's just impossible. It just.
Yeah, pre-cum.
Are you really? That's why you have foreplay. To
What?
get pre-cum. Like that's what foreplay's for. Are y'all new to this?
You've never
So once
had
you
a
stick it in,
situation-
pre-cum just goes away.
I do foreplay. That's what a pre-cum comes in. Pre-cum is
and
for the foreplay.
all the pre-cum is gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, yes. I don't.
All of
I don't.
gone, and then
I
it's
don't
just,
know.
all right,
I
time to
don't
get
know
them
how
goodies.
y'all. I don't know how y'all what y'all working with or how y'all got going on down. But I just know how I work and how I'm navigating these last 24 years. Everything's been good until this past time. And I knew I fucked up. I knew, like I said. So I'm just it worked for me. Hey,
I mean, it's working.
it's worked until I knew it didn't work.
Here's the thing. I
Pre-cum.
may not have 6 reasons off the dome.
Exactly.
Those 2 reasons are very not something you don't blink or ignore. I don't want to.
Definitely,
I don't want to
you blink away. You just keep blinking.
and I don't want to
But-
get burned.
So Dom,
If you
my
get-
my question to you really is, once you got the news, because I feel like if I was hit with that news, I don't know how I'd feel. Like if I'd be scared, if I'd be excited. So you being in that position, were you excited? Were you scared? Like what was the feeling like?
Nervous but excited. And the only reason I say that is because obviously, bringing a whole person into this world is just a new responsibility.
Mhm.
It's like that next level in life and shit like that. But the way I looked at it is, my mom had me when she was 17. Girl I'm with, her mom had her when she was 16. A lot of people I know, their parents had them when they were teenagers. My whole life was, I at least want to make it until, I wanted to try to make it till 30. But if I could make it until I was out of high school, I was able to graduate, able to experience college, able to do things that my parents weren't able to do that they wanted me to do
Mhm.
before I had my kid, then I have nothing really to be scared of or upset about. Like I didn't have to drop out of school to like this. Like a kid's not fucking on my life right now. Like
Mhm.
I'm 24, be 25 in February. Like I'm making solid money in my job. Got one of the at least top 3 podcasts in the NBA community. Like shit is looking up for me. So and the kid's not gonna fuck that up for me.
Not feel it. Like I'm not even
So-
trying to say anything. I was just wondering what
not
your
like
reaction
not
would be
like
in that
but
situation.
Just a lot of people when they think of having a kid, they think your life's over. Like, oh shit,
Yeah.
it's all about the kid, and it is. But one thing,
And
like,
it-
I-
it is
it
over,
is,
but
it is. I'm not saying it is all about the kid, but I'm not in a situation where it's like I'm giving up a lot of shit. Like I'm not gonna live with regret. I'm not gonna have my kid grow up and be like, damn. My dad told me about how he used to love playing basketball, but then I came around. Now he had to stop to get a 9 to 5. There's no stories like that. Like
got you.
I had a little surprise, and you're gonna turn up.
Hey, if you're ready for it, you're ready for it. And once again, congratulations, Dom, on the child.
Thank you.
I don't know why, but that feels really weird to say. Cause
Man, right? Like, God.
Like,
Out
it's
of all
always the
people.
goofy niggas, bro.
Out of all
It's
people,
always.
man.
out of all, why me?
Always.
Yes.
It's always,
Out of
bro.
all people, man. Ah,
Nah,
So it had to be special to break the streak, then, Dom.
The fact that everyone on this pod made a face and then just laughed is crazy. Like, that's
Look.
wild, bro.
Hey,
now that you got the series out, can I ask a question?
what's up?
I heard y'all say something about pre-cum and what it can and can't do. Pre-cum is. I'm just saying. Pre-cum is ineffective. Pre-cum is like when you squeeze out mustard and that little water comes out before the actual mustard. You wouldn't consider that little water actual mustard, right?
But it can actually.
I'm just saying, yeah, you can still get pregnant off of it. That's all I'm saying.
Do y'all know anybody?
Obviously, compared to the real thing, it's not.
No, let's be
as
serious.
potent.
Let's be serious. Let's be serious. Let's be serious. Let's be serious for 2 seconds. If you squirt out mustard on a hot dog and that little water stuff comes out, do you say, "Oh, it's mustard on my hot dog"? No. You say, "Oh, it's water on here." Name somebody you know that got pregnant off of pre-cum.
I don't
know
that specifically, but what I can say is men under 5'2", and all I can say they little.
They pre-cum babies.
What you thought I wasn't gonna say it? Yes.
Men under 5'2" are pre-cum.
That's
babies.
a stat. 80% of men under 5'2".
Yo, I can't.
Yo, what's going on, bro? I'm just saying, all of these metaphors and similes Omar's bringing up has to do with situations where a baby is not the outcome.
They make sense, right?
A baby is not the outcome.
Dog, would you say you got mustard on your hot dog if that little water?
Oh my God.
But at the same time.
No, not you, Sage. I don't want to hear what you got to say. B-Soul, would you say you got mustard on your hot dog if that little water stuff came out first?
No.
This nigga. So the same thing, right? That applies to pregnancies, right? Start the show.
I can't. Start the show.
We have been on for 20 minutes talking about pre-cum and kids don't have protected sex. Like that has been the first 20
This man
minutes.
started off the show with poke a hole in your condom.
Let them come to their own conclusions. That's what I really want to say. Let them make their own decisions. Don't push the condom narrative on.
It's a narrative.
Yes.
Yo, what's the narrative? What's the media trying to portray, bro? What's Skip Bayless trying to make it out to be?
The media is trying to tell y'all that going in the shower with a rain jacket on. You know them folks that swim with scuba suits? They ain't never really swam. Come on, bro.
He's come back to. That's what Sage came back to. You know, when they swim,
they never got wet.
Bro. Maybe this John was tweaking, bro. What did he just say, bro?
People that swim with scuba suits on, they ain't never really swam. They ain't never really been wet.
First in the water, and your intent is to not drown. You swim.
Nah.
Not if you don't get wet, bro.
Not if you don't get wet.
If you're not wet, it don't matter.
But that's like arguably the most surreal swimming experience because
not if you don't get wet.
You can hit the deepest levels of and you're still wet. It's not like you wear this and there's nothing. It's just you're dry.
With no repercussions too, right? Crazy.
There's moisture. The water goes through the fabric.
I know that's what they want you to believe.
Oh my
But I'm
God.
telling you, that's not the case.
All right, bet. So go in the bathtub right now with your shirt on, well, I don't want you to take your shirt off on the pod, but when you do take your shirt off camera, tell me your chest is dry.
When you have condom sex, you can feel it a little bit, but did you really get? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But what I'm saying is, when you got that two-factor authentication, I just fucked up the pronunciation. The first half, you don't need to put the code they text you. You know what I'm saying? But the second half is just an extra layer of protection. So
wait, have you ever had raw sex? Have you ever had raw sex? You had raw sex before?
Yes.
Wait, you said the first half?
Yeah. And then when she's like, all right, you want to finish it? I'm like, yeah, let me just put it on. Easy
Wait,
clean
so you
up
telling
too.
me you stop? Wait.
Is there a problem with that?
Yeah, we do gotta stop. We gotta stop. We gotta stop.
Hold on. B-Souls, what you're telling me is you go and then halfway through you be like, feel a little something. You stop, rip open the Magnum, then put it on, and then continue?
Yes.
I ain't like that. I ain't gonna lie. I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't do it.
I don't.
Can't do it.
What the fuck?
A nigga like me, I'm feeling it. I'm at that point.
Wait.
I will.
So you. I thought you were the one making the claim for the pre-cum.
Wait, what?
What?
'Cause at that point-
I'm just saying you can get pregnant off of it.
But
Bro, I ain't never heard somebody say pre-cum so much.
But you're using. What you're doing.
Right. That's why I was trying to avoid saying the word. It's like one of those weird words.
Yo, we're,
like 100
we're getting
times.
demonetized, bro. Let's
It's
just
like-
yeah, we
on
are.
to the next
Like
one.
the two-
On to
I'm gonna
the
call it.
Bottom
You
two
so
words,
the
pre-cum
pre
and
the
then
pre mustard. You have the pre mustard in there.
But what I'm saying is, when you got that 2-factor authentication, when you got the birth control, there's no repercussions if you're going raw.
You trust the
I thought
the
he was
birth
talking
control.
about condoms.
Yes,
and
what the
pills.
hell?
I think he was talking.
You trust the birth control on a pre mustard.
Yes.
You trust science, huh? I believe in God. Let's keep it going.
Yo, I didn't
Can't with you.
I didn't think this is where we were gonna go when we first started. I'm not
I did
gonna lie.
that other Dom. I was more so gonna ask you
Congratulations.
just like how it felt to, get the news and shit. This motherfucker asked me about like pre-cum and shit. Like,
Pre-cum. He done said pre-cum like 100 times trying to decipher how you can't get pregnant
Only
with
thing I give
pre-cum.
him
I don't.
is that you want to see a pre-cum baby?
taking showers with a jacket on. Like, yo,
This nigga Sage said pre-cum babies is 5. Pre-mustard babies is
5'2".
Nigga, we are demonetized now. You don't gotta change it up now.
it's up now. we can wait 5 hours. It's up. You done said it like 10 times in 2 minutes.
Y'all think y'all can't say pre-cum on YouTube?
At this point, I don't know what we can do on YouTube. I wasn't at the last episode, and y'all say y'all was demonetized. So
I actually had to look it up for the last IRL video Playback did, because they were trying to see if they could put condom in the title or just in the video at all. They had to censor it during the editing process, and you couldn't put it in the title, or else it was getting demonetized.
Rudy, don't censor us saying it, because this is sex education for those that don't have it, and they need to know that they have a choice between a condom or no condom, and they should choose no.
I would
condom.
say that's fair. That's fair that you can have a choice. Sure.
I just said
that's not
don't
what we were
choose
taught.
condom
We
either.
weren't taught that. We wasn't taught that in health class. In health class, we were taught use condoms for safe sex. This nigga just sat up here and said, oh, this nigga purely 2021 that bitch and said, hey, you got a choice if you want to have safe sex or not. It's up to you. Like, no, it's not. Use condoms, kids. Stop it.
You only live once, bro. You know what? All right,
Chat
I'm
talking
over it.
about true nut percentage. I hate you. per 36 nuts.
Oh my god.
Per
bro.
75
Yeah.
buzz.
Per 75
Yeah, I hate y'all.
buzz.
I hate y'all.
Per 100 strokes. Oh,
Per 75 bus is crazy, bro.
Chat going crazy.
Y'all going wild, bro. Y'all going wild.
75 strokes. He averaged.
That's the Ibaka type of numbers right there.
Per 75 bus, bro. Come on now.
What does that even measure?
No, it's crazy. And then pause.
I don't even
I really
know.
just thought about doing that shit 75. That's a lot, bro. That is a lot of energy, bro.
75 bus.
Times.
Plus,
In what
I
time
mean,
frame? Is this like in a month?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
Like,
a month.
yeah, like a good amount of time. That's a lot, though.
A lot of
75
niggas
bucks
ain't
in a month, that's
75
like-
pounds a month.
It's like
Yeah,
2
a lot
times
of
a
niggas
day.
ain't doing
Month? Yo, wow.
A little bit over.
How about
A lot
that?
of
That's
niggas
two.
do
That's
that.
2 nuts a day. Pretty like honestly,
That's
2
literally-
plus.
Baby.
That's rusty numbers right there.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yo, stop.
I feel like if you nutted that much, your distance on it would be low. Cause my distance on my nut be pretty far. That's not what we're talking about though. We don't gotta talk about that.
Why did you even go there?
But I'm just saying, I'm a curry range shooter when it comes to stuff like
Stop.
Hello?
This motherfucker backs up before he.
Please stop this.
What are we doing? What is going on?
You said you shooting from Curry.
Damos.
Omar be doing James Harden step backs before he nuts. Yeah,
And you know what I'm gonna say, Damo?
I don't.
Lately, I feel like it's me versus me. You see what I'm saying? Yeah.
Imagine,
Step back, nut.
Imagine you tell a girl.
Why did he zoom in the camera and say that shit? He just said step back nut, bro.
And, like, imagine you like. All right,
Bro, what the fuck did Cardiac just ask him to
Yo, cardiac gotta
We
chill.
gotta change this subject.
What'd he say?
We gotta change that. That
What'd he
is
say?
All right, last thing. We really gotta move on. He said, "Is y'all not watery or more viscous?" Yo.
that is disgusting.
Viscous.
You wanna see it?
It's real tacky, like cement glue.
Please.
He's on the topic. Next topic.
Yo,
Topic.
stop doing this motion.
What the hell go on in your shit that it's fucking piranha in your shit?
Hey, it really be like this.
Omar be having a workout trying to spread his finger.
What the fuck are we doing? What is going on?
Holy shit, bro!
How do we get here?
All right, let's do
Never mind.
a right on red. You know what I'm saying? Not too much of a sharp turn. I was watching Kevin Samuels the other day, and the title of the stream was "High Value Men Cheat." Now, he also mentioned what he qualifies as a high value man, and he said you have to make 120K a year for 3 to 5 years in a row. So my question is to y'all, is that a good criteria of what a high value man is? And two, what do y'all feel about his claim that high value men cheat? Like it's just a thing that they do.
I agree with both.
Yeah, that's a very good criteria. I think that'd be nitpicking to say otherwise. And then, do they cheat or should they cheat? I'm sorry, but is it do they cheat or should they cheat?
They do cheat. Like it's just something
do?
they do.
I mean, probably do.
No, they do.
Yeah.
I feel like they do. High value men. If you like he said, for the base of first criteria, that means you have to make at least $300,000 to $500,000 within the 3 to 5 year span.
Yeah.
And if you're making that much money, unless you're just not even that. Anybody pulling that much money, you spend a lot of time working. Whatever your craft is, whatever your profession is, you spend a lot of time away from home, a lot of times in the office. People like that usually are fucking their assistants. Like they have a nice little cute assistant, or they have a work wife, or whatever the fuck it is. If you're not at home, you still have those urges and shit no matter where you're at. You could be at work and still wanting to get your rocks off. Just because you working in the office, the top floor, don't mean you ain't still a man or.
So you saying
urge.
LeBron? So you're saying LeBron is cheating on Savannah?
All I'm saying is, we ain't on the road with LeBron. Only people on the road with LeBron is his teammates. Shit,
That's
motherfuckers on
tough.
an NDA, slide a bag. How do you know? Like, if it was to come out, if like 3 strippers came out and be like, listen, for the past 10 years of LeBron's career, every time he came to Milwaukee, he brought me to that hotel. Would you be like, oh, this bitch is lying? Nigga, you're not Milwaukee. You don't know. Shit. She be telling the truth. It's
But that's the
Bron.
thing, though. I feel like that would have happened if he was.
No,
There's no
some people-
way if LeBron
if-
is cheating that no girl doesn't say anything.
If he's cheating with just one woman and she has an NDA and she's getting a healthy bag and she's like, I'm not about to fuck up the bag. I mean, it's not hard to find one person I'm not gonna say has morals because you fucking a married nigga, but ain't messy. You can find a not messy female. It's
Well,
clear not
first of
messy
all,
female.
she can still have morals. Having sex with somebody.
You
I'm
kind of,
glad
honestly-
you might cut out because it does.
Oh, what's it called? I don't think that means you don't have morals. It's about you. What does their union have to do with you? Okay? Like truly, honestly, what does their union have to do with you?
Oh, you're saying the third party involved is not,
Yeah, the third party involved.
Yeah, I agree.
What is their marriage don't got nothing to do with
Okay,
you.
okay.
I
like-
agree.
to like
You know, but
a
you know
small-
what's
to like a
right and
small
wrong
standard,
though.
I do agree.
How is what makes that wrong?
Because that person is in a
Relationship.
marriage.
It's
They're in a
like, would you
relationship,
want it to
they're married.
happen to you? No, but it's not you.
No,
so-
not about who has the commitment to who. The man and the wife and the so that third party
Mhm.
has no commitment to nobody. How they ain't wrong
But
for-
I'm
you do know every time you sneak into a hotel or every time you pull up in the back of that Wendy's in that car because you can't go to his house because he has a fucking wife and maybe kids at home.
maybe.
You know you're fucking with somebody.
yeah,
that
you know
has
it's
a family.
wrong. Yeah, you know it's wrong.
Thank you.
But-
You know if his wife called, well, if you're the guy, your wife called, you tell old girl, hey yo, motherfucker, that's not. You know something's wrong when you can't make a fucking noise. Or something.
It's not wrong for me, the third party. It's wrong for the two people who are committed before God. Yeah, that's wrong for them. It's not wrong for me, the third party. Me, the third party, I'm living my life. I'm having fun. I'm doing what I want to do.
I still
Honestly,
disagree. I ain't going.
Honestly,
Yeah,
it
no, I'm
sounds
not with that
fucked
one.
up. It sounds fucked up, and he usually be trolling, but I kind of see it because it's
I see where
like-
Omar's coming from too, but
It's
I
like
still disagree.
in the grand scheme of things. Let's say, well, nah, that's a terrible example. But if I'm the third party involved and she has a husband or some shit, why would I would in the back of my mind I'm like, damn, she just like married. But that ain't gonna stop me from being like, oh well, she's cheating on him. Like I'm gonna be like, damn, she's fucked up. I'm not gonna cuff her though. But I'm gonna still do what I gotta do.
No one is, but you
I
know
don't
it's
think that
wrong.
makes me a bad person at that point.
What do I
No
what
one
do
is
I
saying
look
that,
like?
but it's wrong.
Why? How? Again, I don't understand how it's wrong. What do I look like saying to him or saying to her, "Man, you know what? You're really crushing Kenneth." I don't give a fuck.
Kenneth.
I truly don't care. It's not my husband, Damo. That's what I'm saying. Like it's not my.
That's fine. That's fine. But adultery is still illegal, though.
No, it's a sin
It's
to
illegal.
the person that's.
I thought it was illegal. Is
No, adultery's not illegal. It's a sin for the people that are in the union. For the people that are married, adultery is a sin. Not the person. I'm having sex. I'm not adultering.
I mean,
I'm having
if you accidentally did it, like let's just say you had a one night
Yeah, if
stand
it's
and the day
accident, it's
after it's
not
like, oh
disgusting.
shit, guy was married. Like obviously that's not your fault. But if it's a repeated action and you know that person is in a committed relationship, better yet, or for even further, like they have a whole ass family and you just keep on
Don't give a
going
damn.
back, man.
I don't give a damn about none of that.
Sounds so fucked up, but I kind of with him. I don't know.
I don't give a damn about none of that. Do
That's like
high
a family
value-
record, bro.
It
Right,
is, but
yeah,
I mean,
that
it's
nigga
not
terrible.
like I'm the bad guy. If she want my pick, like
I don't have a family.
If you
It's-
okay, again. If like Bezos says, if it's a one night thing, if it's like something that just happened, cool. But if you know for a fact that you're dropping this motherfucker off up the street from her house, turning your lights off so her fucking husband that's at home doesn't see a car driving by when she walks in the house. If you're going out your way to do all these things so you don't get caught, if you're worried about getting caught, nigga, you're wrong.
Who said I care about getting caught?
The situation is wrong. No one is saying that. But what we're saying is it's a right and there's a wrong in the situation. You adding to that makes it a wrong. It's a wrong situation. Whether you feel you're not wrong or not, that's their relationship. That's cool. I get being a side nigga. Cool. But at the end of the day, the situation is wrong, especially if there's a marriage involved. It is a wrong situation.
Perspective.
A lot of niggas love to move wrong in the world. No one's saying you can't move wrong, but you're still wrong.
Perspective, because I know I'm a hit a married bitch. Married woman. Rudy, cut that out.
no,
A high value.
do not.
I don't necessarily agree with Kevin Samuels when he says a high value man, like his criteria. Maybe
I
it's
feel like
because
it's
I'm
rigid. Like why 120?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's such an arbitrary number, and 100 in Missouri means so much different than 120 in New York or
Or San Francisco.
San Francisco or something like that. Like that's a real weird number. So is the 3 years. I guess he's just trying to say, oh, so it's not an anomaly or whatever.
Yeah.
Do high value men cheat? Yes. Should they cheat? Probably. Does everybody cheat?
You
Most
think it's
likely.
just an inherent thing that happens if you're a high value man? Like it's
No.
I think.
that's where the question comes in from me.
Let me tell you
The
something.
fact that you make a lot of money, you're a cheater.
Monogamy is one of the biggest scams in the world. Monogamy is a terrible concept that needs to die.
Oh yeah,
And
did
the
you go to that meeting or that meetup?
Oh, the link up is coming up in the summer. So
Okay.
let me get that off in the video. But the link up is coming up in the summer. I'm trying to go to it. But monogamy is one of the most overrated concepts in the world, solely because like the human emotions and human hearts and feelings, human sexual desires, they don't work like that. Brains don't work like that. You're not meant to be with one person until you die. Like human beings aren't set up like that. The fact that we're forcing ourselves to do something like that is almost, I mean, it's incredible. It's incredible that we've been tricked that this is the way to go. It's stupid. So to say that people high value men cheat, I honestly believe that everyone, especially if you want to define the way you want to break down cheat, like what is cheating. If you consider like thoughts cheating, yeah, everybody's cheating.
Oh yeah, if liking Instagram models is cheating, then
Well, yeah, then fucking guilty. But,
I've done it in front of my girl. Shit, what the fuck?
I'm about to say, yeah.
Hey, babe, you see Kylie's new picture?
I casually cheated, then like hilariously cheated. Then at that point,
I don't know. I feel like cheating. It depends on what you and your partner define as cheating. Because some people are. Because I know a couple females who they not with the whole monogamy thing. So their definition of cheating is purely emotional. It's like a physical thing. If it's just physical, cool. But if it gets emotional, if I go through your phone and you telling this bitch you love her, we got a problem. So that's what they define cheating. Some people, motherfucker, you like an Instagram post, cheating. Some people,
That's
you
what I
like Instagram posts. You can pull a LeBron and be up at 3 a.m. liking big booty girls twerking. That's not cheating. That's fine. But if you make like an effort to go out and reach out to females, try to have these conversations and these connections, that's cheating. So cheating is on it's on the two people in a relationship to define what cheating is. I don't think cheating just has a broad.
I understand that. I guess my question to what Kev was saying, and obviously it'd be better if he was on the pod so we can actually
He's
fucking answer
Kev.
it.
His name is Kev now.
Yeah, Kev Sam.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
okay.
saying?
Oh, stop.
that's disgusting.
I'm just saying, like the fact that he's correlating a high income to being a cheater. I don't know. I think that's a wild jump to make, but
I can see it because it's a matter of opportunity. It's a lot that money will get you. Like, I mean, we all know that. It's not even I need to discuss that.
nah, I feel it. Well, y'all have anything?
Speaking of Kevin Samuels,
I'm sorry if I dated the conversation, low key, but I was like, it's so.
now did y'all see him and Umar going back and forth? That whole little thing.
No.
Nah.
So basically, Dr. Umar Johnson got upset with Kevin Samuels because he feels like he's trying to come up off of degrading black women. Basically, all the women that come to his show, he tells them how basically you want a high value man, but you 4'11" and built like Glenn Davis, bitch, you ain't shit. He doesn't like that. He feels trying to have women like.
I tried to ignore it, bro. I really tried to. I tried to straight face it. It took one laugh.
But yeah, he was basically saying
She
how
a
that
pre-cum
wasn't.
baby too.
Hey, that's not cool.
Hey, girls on the 5 feet.
That was terrible.
You too.
Bruh, stop. Shut up.
my
Shut
God.
You think it's
up.
only pre-cum males?
Oh man.
Shut up.
All right, go ahead, Don. Go ahead. Bro. Explain what
No.
happened.
Shut up.
Umar was upset with Kevin Samuels.
Go ahead.
And Kevin Samuels replied with basically saying, "How can Umar talk when he's been in two married? Well, he has 2 kids by 2 different women, ain't married to women, and scam niggas out of all that money for a school he ain't building and shit like that." So it's a little heat with them.
I mean,
I hate y'all, bro. God damn.
No. And I was finna.
I'm focused.
I mean,
Oh,
what's up,
man.
bro?
I was finna say something for real. That's D Souls.
Oh man.
Both of them have some like credibility in their arguments. Both of them do have terrible things. Umar is more, let's say, positive than Kevin Samuels is,
Yeah.
and in a lot of
Umar's
aspects.
a scammer. Umar's a scammer.
So scammer.
Umar's a scammer, bro.
But that doesn't take away the fact that his knowledge is there. Like his means are truly well.
I feel that, but when you have, I don't know, when it's on one end, it's a guy who legit has a career from talking to men and women, but it's just the internet kind of picked up on him being hard on women, and that's what pushes now. So
You can make a decision though. He can make a decision.
that is, but at the end of the day, if it's about, I mean, what you gonna do for your money? Like everybody gotta-
That's exploiting women. That's
But
exploiting
at the same time, I also feel Umar exploits fucking black people. That whole fucking listen, I'm all for pro-black. My grandparents are pro-black. I come from a pro-black background. I'm with that. But what Umar does, the fucking how they have the KKK, where that nigga is, he would lead the black KKK. Like the way he talks and the shit he believes is super extremist for black people, and I'm not with that. I'm not.
So,
What's that face? You act like you ain't heard him say some wild shit before.
I've heard him say wild shit. I'm just like, okay.
Chad is saying we talk about Uncle Kev too much.
Because I've heard a little bit about Umar. I don't watch Umar too much, so I'm not the most educated for this conversation when it comes to this. But I don't know if I can give it being that extreme to say he'd lead the Black KKK. I think he just has a lot of knowledge about what's happened.
I don't know much about him.
About what's currently happening in society. And the way he can talk down on other people, for sure, he can be on timing, but I wouldn't say that he is just to the point of fuck all other races if you're not black. I don't think.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He ain't never talked about killing.
I don't think he's there. Why are you looking like that? Why the fuck are you looking like that?
I ain't never heard him say nothing like that.
I've never heard that. That's why I'm like, maybe I'm uneducated. I only see the Umar clips that go like dumb viral on Instagram or TikTok or Twitter, but I don't like.
I've known about Umar for a minute. I've heard Umar say a lot of reckless shit.
Has he ever talked about killing / terminating other races that aren't black?
How many to clip?
All right, let's move on. Let's move on. Let's not put words in his mouth that we're not sure about.
Lately, I feel like it's me. But go ahead.
This dude right here. So Mr. Beast, he put out a poll on Twitter. He asked, which would you rather do for a living?
Easy.
Actor, YouTuber, pro athlete, doc / lawyer / teacher. And I'm gonna just say the results real quick. YouTuber won by 43%. Pro athlete won by 25%. Doc / actor got 17%, and doc / lawyer / teacher came in at 15%. Now, I feel like this was kind of biased because, it's fucking YouTuber asking, his audience if they want to be a YouTuber. But I do feel like a lot of younger people do want to be a YouTuber. Like, it's a lot of young people's dream jobs anyways. So it's not like too biased in that sense. But how do y'all feel about those results? And which one would you guys choose as well?
Well, disclaimer. When Omar said idiot for the people who chose YouTube, that's an understatement. I don't know what the hell's wrong with y'all. I don't know. I don't know what went wrong, but nah, that is. And we're all content creators.
I chose
up
YouTuber
here.
too.
That's clearly the wrong answer. Like, there's. Never mind. But yeah, that's terrible. Me personally, I mean, hey, look, I got passions, man. I once upon a time wanted to be a pro athlete. I also think being a pro athlete can segue you to being an actor. I think the only thing being a pro athlete could never have you become is a doctor or a lawyer, because that just requires that level of education. So I'm going pro athlete.
Shaq's a doctor.
You said what?
I said Shaq's a doctor.
Almost.
Go ahead.
I looked at it as, if you pick out of these categories, we're talking about like pretty much the top of their class, like the most successful of their own lane. Mm-hmm. And by far the easiest one, in my opinion, would be actor. And I know that might sound like a little bit of a cop-out, but if we think about it, people don't understand what it takes to be a YouTuber, even on the level of like a Mr. Beast.
He's losing money right now. At least off of his main channel. Like, he's losing money.
In order to make that type of content, like good content. So I don't think people understand. And for the most part, until you get to that level, you're going to be a solo entity. Like, you're going to be doing everything by yourself, top to bottom. On the contrary, The Rock just walks on a movie scene, does his shit, and gets paid a buttload of money.
I think you're kind of underplaying how much work The Rock has to do.
No.
That sounds similar to like what, let's say, like Your Age is doing on Twitch. Like, he just gets on, does what he does, and makes a shit ton of money. Well, not Your Age. Your Age. He said he doesn't make much money, but
The Rock is like this. What role have you seen The Rock play in a movie where you weren't like, oh, that's just The Rock in the movie? Like, when did he play a role and you were like, okay, I believe him as a character and not as The Rock?
The Rock works out. The Rock, like Damo said, actually, and that's a really good point.
That's fair.
No matter whether it was a fairy movie whatever that thing was with Madison Pettis, or him about to play Black Adam in the upcoming DC movie. He's gonna be The Rock. He's gonna be this big swole jack dude in Jumanji. That's who he was. I don't think it's all right, because I've heard other actors, I had to really channel this, or I spent 6 months with this person. And I'm not knocking The Rock actor either. Although if we had to do an actor ranking, he definitely would be up there. I'm just saying from a perspective of how these groups make their money. I know what LeBron James does to ramp himself up for an 82-game NBA season plus playoffs and plus NBA finals and all that. I know the work that he puts in.
Mm-hmm.
I know for a glimpse of what Mr. Beast does, like on a smaller scale. I would consider people that I know on a smaller scale than Mr. Beast, of course. I know what like a doctor or a lawyer would have to, the work that they would put in. Easiest one that makes the most money is The Rock doing a movie.
But my only rebuttal with that, and this is I'm a person who used to do plays and shit in school. Like I had, I'm a jack of all trades. I do everything. But acting is definitely a lot harder than just
Romeo and Juliet.
This nigga here, I hate this nigga so much.
I agree. I agree with what you're saying. But you
But it's like this. It's like, all right, using The Rock as an example, that's like me using fucking Boban Marjanovic as an example. Like, the nigga, he's just tall. He's just going to step on. Like, Boban, he doesn't have to have any skill. He can just step on the court, be tall, grab a board, block a shot. Like, it doesn't take a lot of skill to be Boban. But Boban can get paid to be Boban. Like, you can be a doctor. You can be a very shitty. We ain't going to say the doctor, lawyer, teacher. It's a lot of shitty teachers. I ain't going to lie to you. Teachers, that's one where you could be a shitty teacher. It's shitty doctors, but
experience one this week. Shit. Anyways.
But shitty teachers it's shitty teachers. If you put the time in, you can be a teacher, and you can be a shitty one. So there's shitty like versions of every profession, or compared to everybody in that profession. But I chose acting because, and there is a lot of work that goes behind acting, especially guys like, I was gonna say, if you compare The Rock to a guy like Michael B. Jordan, when he plays a role, you don't see him as, okay, that's Michael B. Well, you might if you fuck him just like Michael B. Jordan, but regardless, you get sucked more into the role that he plays in. Like Killmonger's Killmonger. Killmonger was not Michael B. Jordan. When during the Creed movies, you were more drawn into he's Creed's son than, okay, this is Michael B. Jordan in a boxing movie. Like if you had The Rock doing that, it'll just be, oh, The Rock is trying to act like fucking Rocky. Like,
I don't agree with that at all.
Really? Like the upcoming Tom Clancy movie, it's looking like it's going to be like, it looked like it'll be all right. I mean, I'm going to have to check it out, but
Michael B. Jordan can't act to me, but that's just me.
Oh, wow.
You're just biased. No,
if you go back and look at some of Michael B. Jordan's movies, and they give him like 2 or 3 lines at a time. There's no monologues. Michael B. Jordan's never done he's never done any like character acting for real. He's only done just quick snippets of lines.
That is not true.
If you give me an example,
I can't name a monologue.
Black Panther alone. What do you mean?
There's no real monologue in there. It's
I don't think. Let me see.
The monologue where he was talking, he legit gave a whole monologue on how his dad was supposed to be king and was fucked
probably
over.
4 lines, and then somebody interrupts him, and then it's 4 more lines.
You know that for a fact? Or you just saying that?
I'm serious. I looked into this. I thought it was bullshit because I thought it was bullshit. I looked into it. He usually does like 2 or 3 lines. He's not a great actor. I promise you.
Bro, the dude came off of doing plays. What do you mean?
I will say, I feel like a lot of the roles Michael B. Jordan gets is just because of his looks. Or that's the main part. But I wouldn't say he's a bad actor myself.
He's not a great actor.
Okay,
he's a good actor.
Because I think great is...
Omar, is he a good actor at least? I guess.
Okay, cool.
The nigga legit had everyone talking about the fucking orange juice in 2K, bro. Like, stop it, man.
I get it. You know what it is, though?
We're talking about 2K acting standards, though. This
is a different story for a different day. There can only be so many successful black actors at a time, and it's Michael B. Jordan's time. You also can't debate that.
I've never really had that thought in my head.
Will Smith, Denzel Washington, Sidney Poitier. There can only be like one top. How many black actors do they use at a time, Damo? Like on a serious tip, they only use X amount of black actors. Mind you, there's 50 million white actors that get 50 million roles in all different types of stuff. But Regina Hall, if she's in a movie for the beginning of the year, she'll be in every movie throughout the whole year. Same thing with Regina King, Morris Chestnut, Taye Diggs. They'll be in every single black movie for a long time. Will Smith, Denzel Washington, Sidney Poitier.
At this point, I just feel like you don't watch movies. Like,
Yeah, I'm about to say there was a run where many actors like Will Smith, some of those that you just named, were all doing movies, and Kevin Hart was in everything.
Because there can only be one.
But I'm saying they were
Top
definitely
dog.
like, they were definitely at the same time.
Compare that to like how many white actors, like different white faces. But if you see black movies, it's gonna
Like
have
who?
the same faces, right?
Nigga, white movies are the same faces.
Yeah, I
What
would
are you
say-
talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Like the big,
I wouldn't know.
the real big
I watch a lot
movies,
of
the real big movies that
Ben
have
Affleck again?
trilogies
God damn.
and sequels. Like, yeah.
Is that Will Ferrell for the third time?
Oh my God, it's Adam
This
Sandler.
is
Ryan
literally
Reynolds
like an
again?
issue.
Fair point. If I see someone
This is an
that is
issue in
goofy,
Hollywood. Like
I'm
they
thinking
use
Adam
the
Sandler
same
over it.
people for black movies
Goofy and
versus
stupid, I'm
white.
thinking
They use
Like
the
they,
same people for white movies. Like, it's not how many new white actors are popping up, and they're just like, oh, these are great actors. It's
how
not
many
that
new
different.
black actors are there for real? Like if
A lot.
you sit back and look at it, and we can do this off. They don't. There's not a lot of, or let me not say there's not a lot. They don't use a lot of black actors. The reason why Michael B. Jordan is in all these movies, in my opinion, is not because he's a good actor, and this is where the fact comes in. It's because he is the quote unquote flavor of the month, as B. Souls would say. The looks have him there. So we're gonna put him in just about everything right up. It cut out again, didn't it? We're
Just a
gonna
little
use
bit.
him up like a Pringles can. Like we're just gonna use him. Oh, you just keep on using. They use him. I don't know.
Has
what
he
else to
been
say.
used that much recently?
Yes.
So
I can show
Creed, Black Panther. What else?
Hold on, let me pull up his
Discography.
same thing with Chadwick. Did y'all see that stat when Chadwick Boseman died about how many movies he was in like a 3-year stretch?
I was gonna argue Chadwick like shit. Chadwick was pushed.
Mm.
But Chadwick's good.
But Chadwick's a great actor.
Yeah.
While,
Yeah,
while,
I'm saying good. Yeah, great actor.
while Omar looks that up to answer to just give more feedback off the OG tweet, I feel like looking back, I'd choose professional athlete because after you retire, you can pivot into an acting career or even a YouTuber if you really wanted to. So I feel like pro athlete would be the choice.
But
I'll-
are you? I'm gonna say, are you like? Are we saying we're the best of these, or are we just like the average? Or we?
That's the way that I took it. However you
Yeah,
take
yeah.
it. I think
If
it's
peak
okay.
for peak pro athlete like a motherfucker, respectfully.
What really?
Yeah.
Nah, actor, easily actor.
You make,
So-
you make 150. You all your money's guaranteed. Not to mention label sponsorship, shoe deals, all the other shit. Then you could pivot into being an actor. Imagine, and we're talking about the best. So we're talking.
How
like
much does The
getting
Rock make a
Space
year?
Jam deals.
That's what I was just about to quote this because I got to pull. In 2018, The Rock pulled in 124 million solely off of films.
Yeah, I know they make bank. Nobody's uneducated about them making great,
Stupid
but-
amounts of money, and I can tell you how many movies he did.
But like,
That's
imagine,
wild.
Actually,
That's like
now
LeBron's
I
whole
think,
contract.
I feel Sage now. Yeah. I
imagine
feel,
LeBron already making more, then getting Space Jam 2, then getting shoes, then just being LeBron James. So you have absurd levels of clout. Nah.
He has a $1 billion lifetime deal with Nike. That-
Yeah, nah,
That's
I'm
wild.
going- at
And,
peak,
and,
I'm
may,
going-
and maybe The Rock has something similar with Under Armour, but
Do y'all know how many movies The Rock did in 2018?
5? I
Five?
feel like? Yeah.
That's Sage. What's your guess?
I don't watch movies.
He did.
I don't even.
He did 2 movies.
Oh, wow.
and got 100. God damn.
So y'all still wouldn't be an actor. Like
I mean, I mean, even then, at the end of the day, it's still a bias towards wanting to play basketball. But even if it was like fucking soccer or
y'all know what those 2 movies were?
No, what were they?
They were
That's weird.
Rampage and Skyscraper.
What the hell?
Rampage was so fucking awful.
Rampage was horrible. The Rock made 124.
That's his highest earning
And
year?
Skyscraper was
Or that's
ass.
just like
Is that his
average
highest
year?
year? Yeah, that's his highest year.
If that's his highest year, Fast and Furious is underpaying him.
Something like that.
Well, Omar, why you looked that up? You said you don't know that many black actors. Do you know Lakeith Stanfield?
Yes.
Would you say he benefited from the whole flavor of the month thing too? Or is it just if you get a break if you get your big break and people realize your talents, they book you into more movies and more roles and more gigs?
but I don't necessarily think that that's the case for white actors. And mind you, there's more opportunity for white actors too, though.
Is it?
Yeah, there's more white films in production than there are more white roles than black. Yes.
It's just because
That's Hollywood. I'll give you that one. Yeah, that's true.
Nigga, he did 2 movies, and y'all are telling. I'm sorry, I'm stuck. He did 2 movies, and y'all telling me
Because I could do the same thing.
Because you can still get an NBA contract. You can sign you a 4-year fucking $180 million deal and then go off and make the same 2 fucking movies. You might not get paid $60 million, but they sure will give you $40 million.
I tell you the difference for real. So while The Rock did those 2 movies and had a lot of time to spend with his family, a lot of time to do other things, LeBron played basketball year round in 2018.
That's a fair point.
Real quick, shout out to Jersey Boy Marv for the 1500 bits. But
Yeah, shout out to you, boy.
But yeah, I was thinking, I don't know. I feel like we're just underestimating how much work The Rock puts in.
Yeah, but yeah.
Like
I don't think
how long is a shoot
sit on
per
their
movie?
ass, wake up, get a character, boom. I think there's some truth to them wild ass stories. And again, I'm not a movie person, I'm not a theater person, so I could just be saying some bullshit here. But I think there's a testament to some people who take months and months and months of trying to build themselves into a character. Some people even change their entire weight class, haircuts, whole physique just to match a character. So I would say there's certain things, like, for example, would you go bald to play a role?
No.
Yeah.
Would you?
Depending on how much they gave me.
Actually, yeah, it depends.
Exactly. Yeah. So
Do
so
124 divided by 2.
I asked it wrong. It's not if you would do it, but it's like
52.
there's people that take that dedication. My bad.
52 mil, bro. Yes.
Not my bad. I
I'm
fucked up saying if.
Let me see if I could try to find when it started filming. Because also, this is a film that was heavily CGI'd, and if I'm not mistaken, from an actor standpoint, heavily CGI'd films don't. It's not much required because most of it's CGI. So, yeah, bro. Maybe I'm just, and not saying I want to take the laziest route, but the easiest money to me is like acting. You can act for however long you want.
You made a good point, though.
Yeah,
It's not going to take you that long.
there's more longevity in that career too. I
There's
feel like.
super longevity. There's multiple ways that you can it. There's other things that you can do outside of acting. I would never want to get cornered into an athlete box, if that makes sense.
But you don't have to be.
You most likely
a lot of athletes that really want to, and it's sad but true. A lot of athletes that don't even know shit about the sport they play, honestly, can pivot to an analyst role. They can pivot to anything.
But I think what Omar's talking about, like just pivoting outside of the sports realm in general. Like you could say like Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson, they pivoted to like being podcasters and shit, but they're still talking about basketball and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that'd be like the same thing if an actor tried to pivot to fucking like being a doctor. Like I think that's like the same thing. I think that would just be a matter of common sense. Like if you played sports, that you would remain in that regime. But if you act, you would stay in that regime. You could probably even do YouTube maybe, or by all means, acting classes or whatever.
I do want to ask: Does y'all's answer change if we're not talking? Like if we're talking,
cut out the worst part.
Oh my god! Does y'all's answer change if like the cream of the crop?
Cut out again.
Dog. And you know what's crazy? This shit is working. Like it's lit up and everything.
Yeah, it sounds good. I don't know.
Do y'all's answer change if we're not talking about like the best of the best? So say we're not talking about LeBron James. We're talking about Kyle Lowry, I guess, or some shit. And whoever the Kyle Lowry version of acting is. I still think my answer stays the same.
It depends on the sport, because some sports make an absurd amount of money. I know soccer and baseball, but no, baseball is just like nothing, no cap, no nothing. So whatever you're worth, they will pay you and then some. But a sport like basketball, if you're just a role player, you're going to get your set 15 mil, and then it's a matter of punishment. Like MMA, which is, you have to bring up. If I'm an MMA athlete, my life is going to be shorter. So it depends on the sport at that point.
I feel like if you take the average out of all
You're
those four
taking a beating
professions,
on your human body. Your life is gonna get short.
First of all, we're not boxers. No one's ended up like Ali. All right, you're not taking fucking 200 punches in the face. MMA is not as taxing on the lifespan as people think.
So that man, that's leg is he gonna walk.
I don't think I don't think he got 5 years off his life because his
But I
leg
think he
bent
got
over the
5 years
paperclip.
off his legs.
So is that
I think he got a good 5 years off his legs.
So Paul George got 10 years off his legs. Gordon Hayward 10
Yeah.
years off his ankle, even though he's
Yeah.
having a terrific year. 10 years off his ankle still.
Oh
Right?
yeah, freak accidents can happen in all sports, but I'm saying in a sport that's designated to hurt another human being, yeah.
But I'm just saying the example you used was Chris Weidman leg turned into a paperclip. We've seen
I
that
didn't
multiple
know
times in
that.
basketball.
I don't
I
even
mean,
know his name.
like I said, but like let's say like a sport dedicated to punch you in the face, or a sport dedicated to bring another grown man to the ground sometimes as hard as possible, and then a sport to put a ball in the basket. Those obviously basketball takes effort. Nobody's saying that. I'm a basketball YouTuber. I didn't know that. And football, I think, is chess on the human body. MMA is just literally human violence. Like it's sport.
Football is damn near worse than football is damn near just as bad as MMA.
I think so too. We agree. I think, like I said, I think football is chess on the human body. Genuinely believe that. Genuinely believe that.
I think it's worse actually.
You could argue it because you have plays formatted for a person 20 yards away from you to steamroll to you standing still, hopefully not even seeing them coming.
Yep.
So I would argue that too.
Damn, no one wants to be a doctor, lawyer, teacher. I think we talked about that on a different pod.
No, that has a set. Honestly,
Yeah,
has
we
a set
talked about
income
that on
outside of
the-
absurd. Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about that on a different pod. Is that a problem to y'all? That not enough people want to be a doctor, lawyer / teacher compared to these?
The only issue is you can't trust people in that regime anymore. Because if nobody wanted to do it, they ended up doing it just for the money. That means there are desperate people who are working that shift, therefore people who aren't as passionate. So,
Nigga, who don't work for the money?
I mean, yeah, but like once you get the job, like for example, you're doing a surgery, you fuck up in the surgery, they sign the waiver, all that shit. If you don't give a fuck, I'm not saying you're gonna just be like, oh fuck it, all right, you dead. But like, if you fuck up, one, you're not as remorseful. Two, it's a better chance you fuck up because you're not as cautious. And then there's some crooked ass doctors out there and shit.
I'll say this. I feel like it's because mind you, when I read the question, from the top, like if I'm looking at the top of the top,
Yeah.
to be quite honest with you, the head of medicine at like a Johns Hopkins, they probably do the least out of all of these niggas. For real.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And you got
It's a lot of management roles. That's the
I
same thing
mean-
with engineering as well. Like the more you move up, the less actual code you have to write. It's more so like managing teams and just
And to
overarching
me,
goals.
that's hella easy. But what I think is very understated is, let's just say you don't become a Mr. Beast level YouTuber or a PewDiePie level YouTuber. Let's just say you don't, or let's just say you don't become a LeBron James. Let's say you become, I don't know, who spent like
Delonte
2
West.
years. No, less than a Delonte West. I'm talking about somebody that spent like 2 years in the NBA. Or maybe, hell,
Anthony Bennett.
Perry Jones.
Anthony Bennett, Perry Jones. Some of these folks don't even make the. At the end of the day, he might be in Turkey fighting, you know what I'm saying, for a bench spot. If you're a doctor, even if you're like, I guess the lowest rated doctor or just a low level doctor, you're still going to be making good money, and you're going to be making
Yeah.
you're going to be making good money for the duration of your career. And honestly, your pay scale is going to go up as opposed to Perry Jones, who's fighting over in Turkey. It's only going to go down from like where he is.
Yeah.
So I think that's not stated enough, to be honest with you. That's a bad thing that they don't think that way, to be honest.
Yeah, because like that's why a lot of kids kind of resent it, honestly, because if you have to think, if you're hearing at worst you fuck up, you're still going to be good here, but you have higher peaks in basketball, football, or any other athleticism sport. You have higher peaks in any sport. You have higher peaks at being an actor. Hell, honestly, maybe higher peaks at YouTuber. I can only dream of the amount of money that nigga makes. So I don't know.
Yeah.
But versus being a doctor, that you have to be like the John Hopkins himself to even sniff some of that money.
Yeah.
So it's like,
No, I understand that
I'm gonna
because
take that chance and do what I can do.
yeah,
Be happy to.
Cause the 124 Omar told about with The Rock. If you were a doctor or a lawyer, you know how many years you'd have to work to get that same money. So I get the allure. But yeah. All right. Let's talk about some NBA. Y'all ready to talk about some little bit of basketball?
Fuck basketball.
right.
No, I'm playing.
I guess.
Nah, I'm good.
Are we talking about
I'm not
Westbrook?
resentful. I haven't made content in a while.
Are we talking about Westbrook being a top 10 point guard of all time?
That was already established.
Top 5.
Yeah.
Top 5.
All right, let's relax. But the playoffs start next week. Let's just any bold predictions from y'all? Any at all? Dom,
Wait, Lakers
Mr.
are-
Hot Take.
Lakers in 5. That's my prediction. Lakers in 5. Ain't nobody worried. Ain't nobody phased. I see a lot of niggas ain't get the email. Genie hit me up. LeBron hit me up. AD hit me up. You know, they let me know already. Ain't nothing to be worried about. We're fine. Lakers in 5.
You acting like TSO not a Laker fan.
Yeah, Lakers at 5. Yeah. Yeah, totally.
Does anyone have their predictions from the beginning?
Predictions from the beginning.
Marty, this is all fucked up.
Cardiac made a Google Doc for the pod.
Cardiac, pull that up for a second. Bezos, pull up what the NBA is looking like right now, the standings. Because I got mine right here.
I ain't
want to
gonna
see
lie. I get one to start it off. I ain't gonna lie. Lakers in 5 troll aside. He can be dead ass if he wants to. I don't want that fucking playing. I'm hearing some Laker fans talk about it's good that we get the play. Fuck no. I don't want to play that far. What is wrong with y'all? We can't win. We are struggling to win basketball games, and now you want to play Mr. 60 Bomb over here. Like, I'm good, bro. But
Steph's up.
Excuse me.
what is Russ?
Light scan. Steph is. I mean, Russ is over Steph. If we're being honest. But Bezos, did you pull up the standings?
Whoa.
Yeah,
Whoa.
I put it in the Twitter. Or do you want me to put it up for the show?
No, I'm just saying. Hold it right here as I go. I'm gonna go through them.
No,
Thank you, Dom. Oh, fuck.
no. Go on. We're not speaking past that. We're not about to speak past. There's no.
I'm biting.
Tell
I'm
me you're
biting.
trolling.
I'm biting. Fuck it.
Tell me you're trolling right
I'm
now.
biting. I'm biting. Fuck it. What
Omar,
the fuck
tell
is
me
wrong?
you're
with
To what my predictions?
No. Tell me you're trolling. You know what the fuck I'm talking about.
And some
Tell me you're
chocolate
trolling
almonds.
so we can move on, bro. Come on. Omar, stop playing with me.
About what?
Russ ain't been better.
There's no way Russ hasn't been better than Curry since they got drafted. There's no way you're telling me
He
Russ
ain't
is over
been better
Curry.
than Steph since 2013.
Russell.
Russ is not better than Curry. He's not.
I'm
over
talking
Curry.
about Bill Russell.
Oh.
Can I kick him? Get out. Get out. Get out.
You know what's
Get out.
crazy? I might disagree. I might disagree any fucking way.
Okay. Let me read my predictions. This is from February 27th, 2021. The first seed I got the Bucks. Second seed Nets. Third seed Sixers. Fourth seed is the Heat. Fifth seed is Celtics. Sixth is the Raptors. I know I was wrong. Seventh is Indy. 8 is the Wizards. 9th is the Hawks. 10th is the Hornets. Where did I go wrong? The
Hawks big time. Miami a little bit. And
Knicks.
obviously Raptors and Knicks. Yeah.
Oh, cardiac. Put the Google Doc in the chat. Hold on.
Hawks, you were
Good, nigga. I did say February 27th, James Harden gets.
This motherfucker cut out soap.
It be cutting out, and
Oh my
is it getting
God.
longer? Like the cutout, the
Yeah.
cutout last is usually for like a split second. That shit was like a good
Maybe
3
it's because I
seconds.
gotta unplug my mic. I don't know.
All right.
But
It's the Google Doc. Y'all see it?
I said James Harden gets traded to a team in the East back in February 27th. I'm a
Oh,
Google.
I agree. Yeah, I knew he was going to Philly or Brooklyn. That was-
Hey Dom, look at our work of art, bro. You see it?
Oh,
can't
wait,
see
I gotta
that.
click watch. Oh, yeah, it is. That's
We got
prediction.
in the
Oh, my
West.
God.
Got Lakers at 1, Mavs, Nuggets 2 and 3 interchangeable, Clippers at 4, Blazers or Warriors. We had the Blazers at 5. Word had the Warriors at 5. Suns at
Warriors.
6. Mario Judah, aka Dom, had the Warriors at 6. I think the whole pod had the Warriors at 7. The Rockets at 7. What are you doing, bro?
Sheesh.
Oh my god. The Jazz at 8. That's tough. The Rockets at 9. Some combination of the Rockets, Grizzlies, Pelicans for the 9 and 10. And then in the East, we had Bucks at 1. Nets at 2 before all the James Harden shit went down. Celtics at 3. Heat at 4. Raptors at 5. I don't think enough people are talking about how bad the Raptors underachieved this year. Wizards at 6, and I thought that was low myself during that time. Sixers at 7. Hawks at 8. Pacers at 9. Hornets / Magic at 10. And then we revisited halfway through the season.
What's it called? It did was this before Clay? Was this before the Clay injury?
I think it was the day after. That's why the Warriors are so low.
Nigga, y'all had the Warriors making the playoffs with Klay Thompson out?
Mm-hmm.
That's how much you believe in Steph.
Y'all niggas is crazy.
Because he's over Russ.
I ain't gonna cap. I don't know how people had Wizards as 6 seed either. I have a video that a lot of people come to me talking about Russ is going crazy. They missed my point. I said the Wizards could be really, really good or really, really bad. It's going to either work or it's not. And the answer is it's not. They're going to barely make the play. They're only in the conversation for the play.
I tried my bad.
What you mean, bro? Like all the triple doubles Russ is bringing up from the bottom of the East.
I was genuinely scared for a second. I was like, ain't no way this nigga about to talk.
Hey, you know what's funny though about the Wizards? I feel like the way that they're playing now, they should have just been playing like this the whole season. And I know that sounds crazy, but like even the lineup is, and they played like that at the end of last year, and it worked good. Like basically Bradley Beal at the 3, and then at the beginning of the season, Bradley Beal was at the 2, and that doesn't make sense. Like that wasn't capitalizing on Russell Westbrook's talents, Bradley Beal either. And then I guess with like 10, 15 games left, Scott Brooks was like, yeah, I coached Russ before. This is probably going to be the best him, and this is the best Bradley Beal. Somebody's coach has got to get fired.
I told y'all that too, right? In locker room.
Brooks is a bottom 5 coach. I thought people knew that.
When everyone was shitting on Russ, I was like, as unpopular as it sounds, for the Wizards to win more games, they actually might need to give Russ more touches because that's gonna best utilize his talents more.
Yeah, you can't have Russ out there giving you 19 and 8 and expect to win with him because Beal's gonna drop 35. That's not how. That was never a strat. I thought the fail would be how they're doing right now, except they're actually winning, ironically, but too little, too late. But I thought the fail would be Russ turns the ball over. He can't fucking shoot, but Beal can shoot. But Beal's only 6'3". They don't guard nobody, and the roster sucks. So that's what I thought was gonna fucking. But
Omar, so how far are the Knicks going, bro?
Who did they play first round?
The Hawks, and they have home court, and then the next round, assuming Philly wins, it'd be Philly.
Conference finals, maybe.
semis.
Conference finals.
They pushing the Sixers to 7?
Oh no, Knicks in 5. I think Ben Simmons is really gonna show who he is, who we know he is, and the problem is he can't stop Randall.
Orange Julius.
What about if Ben can't stop Randall, which is
He will. Don't worry.
but he can't. I'm confident Joel Embiid could.
They
Stop
got Mitchell Robinson.
Julius Randle?
Joel Embiid can stop Julius. Yeah, Joel Embiid can stop Julius Randle.
Okay,
yes.
nigga. All right, but they have. I think the Knicks have enough bodies, honestly, to throw at Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid is gonna have to play phenomenal to get them to where they want to be. But to be honest with you, I think they just can't rumble with the Knicks.
Y'all can't score. No offense. That's why y'all can beat the Hawks. Y'all can't score.
They can't rumble with the Knicks.
Like,
You just start saying y'all. Omar, are you a Knicks fan? You just
Knicks.
you claim
I
you claiming the Knicks?
I mean, he been rocking Orange Julius lately.
I love basketball. I do want to see how.
Fan of greatness. Let's do it.
I want to see if they just divert back to, all right, we're gonna let Trey dribble the fuck out of this ball, which I have a feeling is gonna happen. Like, especially when their backs are against the wall, Trey is really gonna like not panic, but just be like, all right, I gotta do what I gotta do, and that means dribble the fuck out of this ball.
Oh my god.
I am curious to see what Trey does in the playoffs. But Dom, you releasing the Genjutsu right now, bro?
About the Knicks?
Yes, I am.
About the Knicks?
I refuse.
To believe that the Knicks are going to the conference finals?
Release. I'm not doing it. I'm not. You're not catching me.
Oh, Dom, you got your
I'm
headphones
not-
to work, by the way. I just noticed that for the pod.
I did just process that.
Did I?
Sounds good to me.
Does
You,
it?
you still using your laptop?
Yeah.
All right. Well,
I just plug these bitches in. Fucking here.
Double
y'all.
laptop.
it sounds like it's working, right?
Who were some disappointment teams? My disappointment team was Indy by far. Indiana by far.
I would
was
still
injury,
say the
was it not?
Wizards. I would still say the
Basically.
Wizards.
I'd say Pelicans.
Oh yeah.
The
Pelicans
Raptors. The Raptors were kind of a given, like, you know, they don't have the star power, but because of how well they're coached, they're gonna be a good team. Nah, they're not that good this year.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the thing. I it's like me personally. I never bought Raptors stock. I thought the Raptors for 2 seasons kept losing players. Their best players on that championship season. I knew that shit was up. Nick Nurse is a hell of a coach. But gotta have a team. You gotta have a team.
I'll
He
agree
does
with
have
Damo.
a team of G leaguers.
It's Kyle, Fred, and then OG Anunoby and Spicy Pete.
Spicy P.
I'll agree with Damo and Sage. I'll take back Indy because Indy was basically injuries like hell. So I'll go with Pelicans. You know what's crazy? I didn't necessarily believe in the Pelicans either. I know that sounds crazy. One thing the NBA needs to let go, I feel like, they've got to stop bringing in old coaches. So
I agree.
as soon as they get over this idea that old coaches are going to be the wave again on a new, I don't know why they didn't think Stan Van Gundy was going to bring back 2010 basketball. Like, that's dumb as fuck. So when they
I
get
don't
rid
give
of
a fuck
that,
how good he's shooting.
Greg
This man
Popovich
told
on his last
Lonzo
leg.
Ball to stand in the corner.
Greg Popovich, I mean,
I don't give a fuck. That is crazy. That is
Bro,
crazy. I don't
he-
give a damn.
He turned Lonzo into a defensive light skinned JJ Redick. I don't like it.
I don't.
I don't
give a
like it.
fuck.
But he
don't
changed
like
though now. He changed it though, right? Like
A
like
little
Lonzo.
Trust this him now. Like final 2
Yeah.
weeks of the season.
Yeah, it took him, busting 30 balls in niggas' asses, Paul.
Yeah, 25 and 12
crazy.
with no turnovers and shit.
To be like, oh yeah, he can actually be a player. It's people out there that literally believe Lonzo can't run an offense. Like, can you imagine? Like, people think Lonzo can't run a NBA offense. The way he makes, the way he passes the ball.
Yeah, he could throw an outlet pass if that's running offense. So could Kevin
I knew he
Love.
was gonna say some shit. I knew he was gonna say some shit. Oh,
But
Mark and
running an
Lonzo run
offense, what do you mean by that? Like I'm being so serious.
I wanted to leave so bad. I wanted to leave so fucking bad.
Oh, yeah, I need these. I need.
want
You
these.
talk about
so
running
bad.
when you say running an offense. I'm talking about like revolving an offense around Lonzo Ball. That includes half court. I don't know if you can do that.
Am I cutting out or the beat?
nah, be so you cutting out, nigga.
Oh,
you
wow.
cutting out, nigga.
I saw that too.
Yeah, nigga, you cutting out.
Connection is ready.
Cut out, nigga.
I'm not lagging. It's you, bitch. Yeah.
I'm saying when I say you're revolving your offense around Lonzo when he's running the offense, that entails including how good he is in the half court set. And I just don't think you can run your offense around Lonzo.
Well
I
done.
don't care.
I'm sorry. I had to yawn. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Omar.
I was gonna say I feel like the disrespect for Lonzo and even me, but
You cut out.
Well, we know what you said. We know what you said.
Oh my god.
this nigga trying it. But I feel like the disrespect with Lonzo is like they've never even really tried to even make him like more a part of the offense. If that makes sense. Besides that first year when he was he was with the Lakers, and mind you, the first year for like this much of the year as well. So Stan Van Gundy's thing in the beginning of the year was like, oh yeah, he's gonna be Patrick Bev, Drew Holiday-esque. Like we really don't even have to have the ball in his hands. He's gonna wreak havoc and do what he does. But that's not like him. Like Lonzo doesn't even necessarily have to be the only point guard. Just have him have him touch the ball sometime. Like have him touch them sometime. And let him make a play. Like when Lonzo wants to be aggressive, he'll be aggressive. When he doesn't,
shit, someone else gonna get the ball.
Zion is, but this 2010 style. Let's hire this coach. I hated the past like 4 or 5 years.
Jackson.
Oh yeah, Mark Jackson, nigga. Mark
Jackson.
Mark
It's always
Jackson
Mark
is
Jackson,
about to get. Oh, Mark Jackson need to interview for this job. No, bruh. I do not want to see 2 big men on the block, playing basketball.
And the 2 big men gonna be some shit like fucking
Steven
Jonas
Adams, nigga.
like,
Steven Adams and
names are
Jackson
really gonna
Hayes.
fucking blow it. So I'm
We
gonna
need
try
some-
and go with Clint Capella.
We need some Rough Riders. We need Steven Jackson and
Rough
Jackson Hayes. Steven Adams and Jackson
Rough him
Hayes
up in the
posting
paint. You know what
up.
I'm saying?
Like the only counter argument is Tibbs, but Tibbs just does what he does at an
I
absurd
feel like
level.
that's stupid as fuck too.
Yeah, like
I feel attacked because I'm definitely niggas saying, "Hey man, Mark Jackson, great for this team." I am definitely niggas.
bruh.
Mark Jackson will come to no, he'll come to the Mavericks or something and be like, yeah, Luka's good enough. We gotta get KP on the block, and we gotta pair him with Boban, or he'll go to he'll go to the
Mark Jackson
he'll go to
was
the-
not that stupid, bro.
He'll
Oh
go
my
to
God.
he'll go to the Jazz.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I really feel like Mark Jackson would go to the Mavs and try to change everything.
He'll go to the Jazz, bro, and be like, you know what, Rudy, you don't get enough touches in the paint. Let's look at that shit.
He should be averaging 20 points.
Are y'all acting like Mark Jackson was not the one that unlocked the keys of Stephen Curry? Like,
I'm about to
told
say
him
he ran his
to be
offense
the
through
player
Curry and
that-
Clay.
Like, what are we talking about? Y'all
Niggas
make,
told
like, I get it. Hold on, I get it. David Lee started. I understand, but David Lee,
David
was
Lee
seen-
did start.
He was seen as he was still coming off being a 2010 guy in New York. He was coming to be productive.
Yeah.
Y'all making it seem like this nigga was just the worst. Mark Jackson was a good coach,
And this
bro.
was before the small
I'm
ball
not saying he'd be
revolution.
the
Mark
worst.
Jackson has
Right.
commented so many fucking games. For him to just go back into the league and after all the games he's watched, he's like, all right, let
Damn,
me
it sound like
let
he
me run
says
it through Rudy. Let me run it through
He
Rudy.
so sound like he's censoring himself over there. How much he cutting out? You cutting out a lot. You good? Make
Did
sure.
I actually cut out? Did I
Yeah,
actually
you
cut
You
out?
cut out.
Yeah,
But we
jiggle,
got-
That's
jiggle,
tough.
jiggle,
That's
jiggle
tough.
your mic cord. Jiggle your mic cord. Yeah, nigga.
Okay, with y'all. Yo, chat, was I cutting out for y'all? Or is it a Discord thing?
It almost sound like you just said niggas. What's going on?
Was I cutting
Oh
out for
my
you?
god, this dude right here.
Am I lying? Did it not just sound like he
It
didn't?
did, it did. Was I
This
cutting
dude
out for
right
you?
here.
No, but yeah, I think Mark Jackson would do some stuff. Like
Chat saying it's a
Bruh,
Discord thing.
I don't want like literally. If somebody said Phil Jackson was to coach the Jazz, would that excite you? That's the way I feel about like Mark Jackson. Like no funny shit.
Yeah, Mark Jackson's gonna be mid. See, all troll aside, Mark Jackson would be a very
I don't know about mid, bro.
Y'all niggas are terrible, bro. Mark Jackson would be a good coach of the Jazz. He would go to the Jazz. He would not
He
be
would
like,
be better
hey man, let's go ahead and pair Rudy up with Jackson Hayes.
I was joking, I was joking,
Nothing like
Bring
that.
back Derek Favors, man.
Yeah, like no, he's not
not
doing
Derek-
that.
doing
Favors, you still got some
Derek-
game in you.
Derek Favors,
Where's
we gonna
Paul
run
Millsap?
inside out, okay? Elbows, get to the elbows. You gotta dump it in. I need 3 passes before a shot.
He's gonna run
That's
that.
exactly what he would say.
Rudy and D Mitch. Like, nah. I feel like he wouldn't be better than Quinn Snyder.
No.
Troll aside, he would not be better than
Yeah, he
who they
wouldn't. He
are.
wouldn't be. 'Cause Quinn Snyder's like a top 5 coach in the league. I don't,
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I think he would be barely top 15. Which
Nigga.
is cool, but
I'm just not a
Top
fan of
15.
these.
Hmm?
Mark Jackson.
I would hope he's a above average coach.
I'm about to
Yeah,
say,
like,
I would
that's
hope.
what I think. I think he's mid. Exactly.
I'm not excited for these old coaches to come back. Even Tibbs. I feel like the only reason that Tibbs works, to be honest, and not trying to gas him,
To be honest.
it's because Julius Randle is playing the way that he's playing this season. If not, Tibbs has arguably like 4 shooters or 4 non-shooters on the court at the same time, all the time.
The only thing I get Tibbs is he is a defensive genius almost. He had Austin Rivers looking like a damn.
Nigga, that shit not gonna work, bro.
I mean, it's not. That's why y'all going home in the second round. But I mean, 30th pace of play, but yet the best defense in basketball, arguably. Y'all wild.
If Julius Randle wasn't as good as he was right now,
Oh,
Tibbs
y'all-
would be
y'all-
running four non-shooters. That's why he brought back Derrick Rose. He asked him, "Can we relive some of 2011?" And Derrick Rose told him, "Nigga, this is a whole different league, bro. I gotta shoot a 3."
Years. That was 10 years ago. Oh my God, that was 10 years
He
ago.
got
10 years
That
ago.
was 10
That's
years
wild.
ago.
he got Derrick Rose 25 minutes fast as hell, didn't he? That's what I'm talking about.
Oh my fucking
outta
god,
here.
bro.
Crazy.
So Dom said Lakers in 5. What's a bold prediction, TSO? What's a bold prediction?
Bold prediction for the playoffs. See, I hate being the boring nigga of the group. I feel like the higher seeds win all over the place. If Luka goes against the Clippers,
Again? He gonna finish it this time.
Say it. Say it.
hey man,
Say it.
I don't
Say
know
it.
why. I literally don't understand why he does it to him. Pack
Say
him
it,
up,
just
bro.
say
Cancun, bro. Cancun,
Clip
bro.
it. Clip it, chat. Chat, clip
Mavs
it.
is-
Clip
yeah,
it.
Maybe. I'm
Clip
not
it.
saying this. Maybe, bro. They can't guard him. I don't know why they can't guard him. They can't guard
Because he's a
him.
legend. Look, hey, you know what I just thought about? Is it racist that, the only time you throw legend in someone's name has been with Luca and Larry? Is that low-key racist?
Huh.
Huh, you ain't never like it was Larry Legend and you ain't say Brent Legend. There was no Brent Barry Legend.
You don't say Michael the Legend?
Michael the
no,
Legend
Magic the
Jordan.
Legend? Kobe the Legend?
No Dirk Legend. Legend of Dirk. No Legend of Dirk.
Legend of Dirk.
No, the
Huh.
Steve Legend. No Legend of Steve. Steve wasn't a legend. The Legend of J Kidd. Nothing. But Luca comes around. Luca Legend. Luca Jason Kidd. I keep forgetting Jason Kidd got black on him. I always forget that. But yeah, Luca Legend. That's not racist. No. Is it just the L's? Is it the L thing like Larry Legend, Luca Legend?
It's racist. No, but
I thought so.
Luka Loki the best player to ever touch a basketball. I don't know.
Is he not
top 10 scorer of all time, right?
How old is he?
10, 5. Luka can't even drink
21,
beer,
right?
bro.
21.
I'm not saying Luca's like 20. Is he not the
Luka's
best?
Just going to the bar, yeah.
Is he not the best? Was he not the best 20-year-old we've ever seen in the NBA?
Luka's 22.
22? Shit.
Luka's the best player I've ever seen in the NBA. Did I cut out?
No, you didn't.
No.
Okay. Luka's the best player I've ever seen in the NBA.
He's definitely the best white player I've ever seen in the NBA. But guys, I definitely this was fun. I gotta dip off. I gotta go to work. I gotta slide in a little early.
This nigga got a baby.
You should have pulled out.
Take care of the baby.
Jesus Christ.
All right, bye, Papa Dom.
Bye, guys. It was fun.
Chad, say goodbye.
Chat. Y'all gotta check out my new YouTube video, man. It's called Step Siblings Caught. That's all you need to know.
Oh no, you're not doing those videos, bro. You doing
What?
those prank
What?
videos?
No.
Oh,
It's a story
That's
time.
what I thought. That's what I
Oh.
mean. That face.
Oh, okay,
That's
okay,
what you
okay.
doing,
It's a story time video.
wait.
though. Okay.
All right.
That's,
He left.
damn. I thought he was doing fucking.
We getting to the nitty gritty now? All right.
I guess.
How many times have you told a woman that you wanted to be friends with benefits just so you could smash?
0.
These hoes. Come on now. We gotta take-
I'm being so serious. My girl is the first girl I've ever gotten into any serious.
We gotta take this podcast to the next
I gotta-
level.
any
You
sort
gotta
of
break up with
relationship
your-
with.
You need to break up with your girl.
Oh my God,
Doing
this
those
is
like
right.
that though.
Not enough
I
stories.
say once, but I don't be asking to just be friends with benefits. I kind of just be chilling and shit happens.
I'm starting off rip with the we gotta be friends with benefits.
I
That's
don't,
the best kind of friend.
I don't be like, let's be friends and then the benefit nigga. I just be like, suck. Shit happen if it don't, it don't.
Okay. 2, somebody hacked my Twitter and they said, what do y'all think Coily Ray? What do you think?
Oh, they were on your ass about that. What was
What
their
do- what do
problem?
you-
What was their
What do
problem
you
with
think her cat is hitting on?
that? What do you mean by hitting on? That's what I was confused on. What does that mean? Like, what did you mean by that?
You don't know what that means, Iso?
It's probably. Oh damn, B. So you're not.
Hitting on?
Sage.
How good is her vagina?
Yeah.
Oh,
How much would you desire that shit? Like, nah, I can't. He threw me off. I was going to troll. He broke me, bro. He broke. I was going to troll. I had my troll planned out. This nigga fucked it up.
Let me get halfway in the frame, halfway out. Yeah.
you talking about like a rating out of 10?
While you
Is that
already
what it
there,
is?
bro.
Yeah, what you I mean, we know. We talked about Cardi B. We know she She's a monster. She's an animal.
You
You
just
see what I'm saying?
think about dehydration.
She's the freak of the week every day of the week. And we know Meg don't have sex.
Good girl,
Right?
Meg. Good girl, Meg. Yeah.
So the question is, what you think Coily Ray is talking about? Yeah.
Boy, she said she get that. I don't
Yeah,
know,
pull up in there.
Oh no, bro.
They call her Big Prr. Come make that
Pussy.
Bullshit.
prr.
Yeah.
Boy,
Man, you
shit.
see the pics that she posts. I mean, so what's up?
Koi probably straight. I ain't gonna cap.
Okay.
Koi probably straight.
Vsauce, what you been when you be thinking about her? What you thinking about, huh?
Big purr. Of course.
Yeah, yeah.
Common sense cap. Koi probably
8.5 at most. If Cardi's a 10, you know.
Oh,
like I
that's a
said,
monster.
Cardi, I think it's dehydration. So I'm leaving that out of I'm leaving her out of this. That's not
She
fair.
be giving me nightmares. Oh my god.
Yeah. Nah. I don't even want to do all that, bro. Nah.
That's all. I mean, my Twitter was hacked when that question was asked, though. So that's all I just wanted to see.
Who got you?
They were on your ass, though. Why were they?
I don't know. Every time I keep saying I get hacked, they don't believe it.
Right, Twitter's
They
like the most unsecure platform.
That's what I'm saying. They feel like I'm the one thirsting. I was asleep.
It's you versus you. What can I say?
So
That's
what
what
would you really say in that situation? Like, what would your?
I mean, hypothetically,
Shit got 114 likes.
I
I don't know why that's so funny.
that shit.
Out of all the
out of all the
David replied your 26.
Niggas was like these. And
that's
that
what I'm
shit.
saying. Out of all the times I've been hacked and somebody, you know what I'm saying, my tweet, they gonna like that one up. That's crazy. Plus, some of them in the comments, they was thirsting after her too. I've been looking at the video. She's a fine young woman. You know what I'm saying? I'd like to take her to dinner or whatever. See how big the prr is for real. You know what I'm saying? No, but she's a fine young woman. I don't necessarily like light-skinned women though. So we could be friends.
The fact that tweet did so well for you is hilarious.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Out of all the ones.
Nah. I'd be like that too. Of all my tweets, bro, I be tweeting rants and shit. Fuck Adam Silver was crazy. I woke up, DMs, like 200 likes, whatever the fuck it got. Anyone who says fuck Adam Silver for the injuries is a moron. I'm like, what the fuck? What did I do? Oh my god.
Omar go.
Omar?
Hello? He really cut out that time.
He got hacked for real. he got hacked
He's
for
right
real.
here.
But nah, like that was the fucking tweet that blew up. Like what the fuck?
How many likes did it get and shit?
I'm about to check right now.
Were you talking like 10K?
Nah, nigga, I don't have clout. What? I don't have clout. Are you kidding me? I'm a no name. Where that shit at?
King Robin. I couldn't stop watching that one TikTok. I ain't gonna lie. Coiler Ray has that one TikTok, bro. That shit is just moving.
I don't be on her shit like that, bro. I ain't get hip to 415. 415. Everybody's so mean in that jump. How did Adam Silver use the force to fool his knee? The people blaming guys for Adam Silver for what's been happening to players are completely brain dead. Why? Silver ain't forced the players to go out there. Money don't grow on trees, and the players weren't willing to take a pay cut. My whole thing is, and I think I quoted someone's tweet. I was like, let's say you work at Popeyes, but Popeyes is paying you that bank. For some reason, let's say Popeyes is making you 20, 30 an hour. Fuck it, let's jazz it.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh yeah, I work at Popeyes 7 days a week. I work at Popeyes 3 days a week. Sure. And then one day the dude comes in and he's like, I ain't gonna lie, you working 7 days a week. Now, if you don't work 7 days a week, you're not gonna work at all. You're gonna be fired. Fuck you. But if you work 7 days a week at Popeyes, oh yeah, you're gonna make the same bread. And then you're going to only work fry cook. If you burn yourself on a day that you weren't normally supposed to be there, I'm gonna look at your boss like you're a dick. Or better, I'm gonna be like, if his option was to either work and get money or not work at all. You don't then blame the worker for going to work and making money. You say, hey, yo, boss, what the fuck? What's wrong with you? And people are like, so you think people weren't supposed to have a season? Honestly, we weren't supposed to have a season.
Let's just be honest, bro. That last season was really forced.
Supposed to have a season.
That last season was really forced.
Forced like fuck. And then Checkmate is on this, the All-Star game.
The All-Star game.
Any comeback for the All-Star game. Anytime I hosted a locker room for that tweet, I was like, somebody shut me up. All-Star game. Everybody who was arguing with me just said, I ain't gonna lie, he was wild for that. Because that's crazy. You're not gonna tell me the owner of the NBA, whose bottom line is arguably affected the most for having games in an All-Star game. What the?
You all right?
Did it? Was it just me that it cut out for?
A little
You
bit.
disconnected like the.
You disconnected like.
Yeah, it was just me and TSO for like 5 minutes.
Oh wow.
You thought I was
Okay.
talking for you?
You got hacked, bro.
That's what I'm saying. And I know it couldn't have been nobody but myself because you know that it's me versus me.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
So you
But
still
now
want to
we're
talk about
talking
Coil
about
Ray,
fuck
or
Adam Silver right
yeah,
now.
we're talking about
No,
fuck Adam Silver right now.
You talking about who?
Fuck Adam Silver. Like
He's probably one of the worst GMs we've ever had.
he need to
Right.
nah. I used to think it was a W. He can go to hell for this shit. That is this shit is crazy, bro. You can't convince me the amount of injuries this season are a coinky dink. You can't convince me the guy who owns the NBA has no interest in forcing 8 games in like 13 days or some shit. What was that for Boston? I think Boston played. It was the Kings. The Kings played like 8 games in 12 days. Boston had back-to-back, rest back-to-back, rest back-to-back. Like, what the fuck?
To play devil's advocate, you don't think like Adam Silver at the end of the day has a business to run and he has to make these decisions?
He has a business to run, and that's fine. But there are morals in that business that you run. And sure, if making the money is cool, and like if I'm Adam Silver, I'd probably say fuck Kevin Durant, fuck LeBron, all them shit too. By all means, go ahead. But if your players get hurt under your supervision of irregular circumstances, whether it's a shortened off season, an absurd schedule, or that unnecessary ass All-Star game, I'm going to look at you and be like, oh yeah, you a wild motherfucker. Now, if I'm laughing to the bank while everyone's looking at me, cool, but some wild shit to do.
I think in situations you would ask like, okay, what would David Stern have done? And
Not play.
I was about to say, and if clearly like some of this stuff is just adding more stress on the players' bodies, I think David Stern was so league first, like I'm gonna do what's best for the league. Hell, even if it meant tampering at points in time, I just feel like he would have did what's best for the league, and that wouldn't have been all these back-to-backs and injury after injury after injury after injury.
I agree with that, but I'm more so speaking of if David Stern was a commissioner, would he have brought back the NBA bubble style the way Adam Silver did, or would he have just like bypassed the whole season and waited till the 2020-2021 season started?
I believe he would have brought back 2020, but I believe 2021 would have been severely delayed and or a lot less games. I don't think it'd be this jam-packed season that it is. What's it, 72 games this year?
Yeah.
Yeah, this would have been 72. It would have been 58.
I don't think Bubble was just some creation of Adam Silver's though. So
It wasn't just him. Yeah, by the way, so that's the third comeback a lot of people have. That it's the owners. Oh, it's always been fuck the owners. Listen, let's not get it twisted now. You can put the middle finger up for the different people. Like it's been fuck the owners since ever, honestly. So yeah, it's all of them in my opinion. My personal opinion. I could be way off. I don't care. Fuck Adam Silver.
Big pert. If y'all got any more topics, man, bring it up. If not, we can wrap it up.
let me go through my DMs real quick.
Do I got something on Twitter that pisses me off?
I bought my girl a bag today. So if you ain't bought your girl a bag lately, don't DM me no more. Don't talk to me.
The most S-wordy shit ever, and I have to say S-word because of Twitch. LOL. People make time for who and what they want to make time for. I ain't gonna lie, some of that shit's convenience. That's just me though.
Oh, bring up 2 people. You be playing B-Souls. You don't want to do that no more. That's all right.
What? What's going on?
Yeah. You don't want to bring up 2 people no more.
2 people. Oh. Q&A.
Can I get it to focus? Yeah. Oh, bring them up.
All right, chat. If y'all want to go and go into the Q&A, go ahead and join the Discord and join the Q&A. And we'll get it popping. Yo, it's today.
I'm just saying, this is big. I just wanted to know.
That's the one I was talking about earlier.
That's the definition of little but jiggle, if I've ever seen it. That's what I'm trying. Hey, man. I don't know if we even supposed to be showing this, but hey.
Yeah, I don't know. That might be too.
You see how close I. Woo!
He just needs a sniff.
I can't even add here anymore. That's tough.
Shout out to Kenny. Kenny was on the JJ Redick podcast.
Oh, hey.
How do y'all feel about a call game? Do y'all think is gonna change the landscape at all?
It can.
In what way?
It depends on the content creator, honestly. Because Kenny's a guy that at least I don't watch every video, but I've watched Kenny coming up, and Kenny for a long time at least hasn't been a guy that just has that player that they go on, if that makes sense. So it would take a lot of neutral content from a creator to even have a chance of doing what Kenny's doing. Like a lot of like me, hell, people could look at my thumbnails and find that I've bashed any Laker that's lost in the playoffs. Or for you at least, even guys like saying Russell Westbrook is overrated or Rusty John Morant's overrated. Guys like that, no chance, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say real quick, I don't think so because there's too much bad content within the new form of content creation. It's a lot of people that won't work with us being AMP, or let me say they're very hesitant because of folks like David Dobrik and all those other clowns. So
yeah, there's a lot of roles out there. Facts.
All right,
but they won't. Yeah, they won't work with us
Your
because of that.
screen is black on
Yeah, your
this.
camera
I'm
just shut off.
saying this is crazy.
We got Tyrell or Tyrell Joseph in the chat.
There you go.
If you got a question.
Yes, sir. Y'all can hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, big fans.
Appreciate it.
I got a question about the Kevin Samuel stuff because y'all been talking about him a little too much. Like y'all low key looking like fans. I'm not gonna lie.
It's just on my timeline a lot. I ain't gonna lie. But we'll try to chill out on it.
What are we saying for like 10, 15 years from now? Like when he eventually phases out? Because I feel like he's just a phase. What are we saying about Kevin Samuels?
In 10 or 15 years?
What we've said about him yesterday, honestly, it's kind of like how cancel culture was a thing. It's kind of like how hot girl summer is a thing right now. Like it's just the trend. It's just the wave, bro. I mean, and that's why Umar got on him. So whether you agree or disagree, that's his whole standpoint that you're exploiting black women, in his opinion, for clout. So that shit going down.
Yeah, I feel like he's peaking with his content creation shit right now, and I don't know the longevity of what he's doing. I don't know if he's gonna be like doing the same live streams 5 to 10 years from now. But
Got a whole error message, my boy.
I'm just saying, bro. My camera does not want to. But no, I agree with everything everybody's saying. Tyrell, he's the, as they say, the flavor of the month. So he's just what's popping now. Like Biso said, he's peaking with his content. I do agree with what Umar said. He is exploiting women to boost it. But whenever he's done, he'll be done. And he has he's a successful person outside of YouTube. So and he's an older man. So I don't think he's necessarily be doing this for like a long time. But
5 more months max, and this thing's off the internet.
maybe not. But
Do you have a kid? What if like that's your dad? That's kind of weird.
I think he does have a kid, or I can't remember if he has one kid or doesn't have a kid. But I mean, is it? There's worse things that dads could be doing. So I don't.
It's weirder if he's your wife. I mean, if he was your husband and you're like his wife, that's
Yeah, but he's been divorced, so I don't think it's that crazy. I don't think what he's doing is that like dangerous. I feel like there are more dangerous people on TV or YouTube than Kevin Samuels.
Like who?
David Dobrik is a whole rapist, so.
Show.
yeah, David Dobrik is wild, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
He's literally not canceled.
Show.
Yeah, so there's people on YouTube
Literally.
that do crazy things. There's people on TV that do crazy things. Him saying not they're all bad, but they're not equally bad. Like there's some that are just way worse. So I don't.
Some actual evil.
Yeah, that's
But yeah, we'll chill out on the Kevin Samuels. Kev Sam, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, by the way, the fan thing, sir, I don't watch a second. I mean, look, he seemed cool. The clips on Twitter are hilarious.
It's more so clips and like the conversations other people have about him.
I wouldn't
that-
say I'm a fan. You a fake ass fan.
Yeah, I'm not a Kev Sam fan, you know. But
stop saying that, bro.
Kev Sam.
you Stan? What's
Thank
going
you,
on?
Tyrell. Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate you, boy.
Appreciate it.
Keep
Appreciate
going
it.
crazy, guys. Keep going crazy.
Appreciate it. All right, let's bring Cardiac in here. What up? What up? What up? Mod Cardiac.
I was talking to everybody in the waiting room. I apologize. But okay, Q&A. Oh, I want to go back to the career stuff that y'all was talking about earlier. Cause Omar, you was tripping. Not gonna lie, you was talking about I want to be an actor because I do the least work and I make the most. Like who? Like why you putting that much value into the money that you making out of that?
What do you get a job for?
To impact people.
That's a lie.
Look
Look at B-So's face.
My boy say he does it for the streets.
That's a lie.
Look,
That's
He
a lie.
does this for you.
I'm not saying that I would want to just work for free or do like I'm not trying to be a slave or nothing. I'm not trying to be a kid in Africa. Excuse me. But like all the jobs and stuff that I've ever wanted to do have either been in entertainment or in like servicing. So like I just can't fathom like, okay, I'm gonna just do this just for the paycheck. Like literally just for the paycheck over something else.
You'd be surprised.
How old are you?
I don't appreciate this.
Cardiac, how old are you for real? I just want to know.
Over
This is
under
ageism and
16.
discrimination.
Over under 16.
No cap, over under 16.
Over.
Over under 19.
If I make my voice deeper, doesn't sound like I'm older.
Can you buy a drink? Can you legally go to a bar and buy a drink?
Look, I've had jobs, okay? That's all that matters. All that matters.
Nah, G, I ain't gonna cap.
Bro,
If
if
you in poverty, bro, if you need a paycheck, you gonna get whatever is available.
You can be perfectly fine, boy. People live lives outside of work. You clock in, you get your bread,
Yeah.
you clock out, you live.
I'm gonna be
Boy,
honest. When I made my major decision, the main thing was literally me looking up highest paying majors.
No cap, boy.
Computer engineering, interesting.
It's all right.
I think, and maybe, okay. So what are you trying to say? Like, if you're a YouTuber, you have more, you can impact your the world more or something like that.
Like for me, I view it like that. Like if you're a YouTube, like okay, so when I first got into YouTube, like real deep, like I was I'm watching a very unhealthy amount of YouTube, but nevertheless, when I really got into it, like I loved the fact that you have people that are the closest thing to like a Will Smith used to be. Like that's how I viewed a lot of the YouTubers I was watching when I first started watching YouTube. And so then it was like, okay, I comment, oh shit, they comment back. Like I'm under this dude's video, I like it, or I leave a comment or just something, and there's a bigger chance of them interacting and a bigger chance of them actually giving a fuck about who I am. Like aside from just, oh, Will Smith, he don't know who the fuck you are, but he knows that you one of them niggas that got that movie to $400 million.
And I agree with that.
So
There's
that's the part of
value.
YouTube dollars.
There's a lot of value in content creators being more interactive with their supporters compared to a regular 9-to-5 job. But if we're just talking about like impact on people, I think doctors have just as much of an impact. Lawyers, engineers, even. It might not be like you don't know who engineered whatever device you're making, but in terms of just impacting millions of people, I think it's up there, if not more. So
That's a mature answer because I was gonna say something crazy.
Building not all heroes.
Or you-
were-
No, I definitely agree with that.
Because if that was your case, Cardiac, you would go more with the doctor, lawyer than a YouTuber. Like you would.
You would pick Doctor 1, then you would pick
Teacher. You probably pick doctor and teacher 1A and 1B.
Yeah, 1A, 1B like shit.
So YouTuber wouldn't even be on your list
saying
if we're talking about the impact. Fuck that. Get the money.
I value impact. I value impact. I'd say like a little bit more than the money, if not a lot of it. But I like doctor. That's just so much money that's poured into. That's so much time that's poured into. I'm smart, but I'm not that damn smart, so I don't give a fuck. Engineer. I plan on majoring in civil engineering. I just gave my age. Fuck me. I plan on majoring in civil engineering.
It's 17.
So that'll be.
No, I'm playing.
Suck my dick, Omar.
Because that's his age too.
Nah, he definitely 17.
Sure, whatever.
Cardiac, I'm just
Whatever.
saying, if you think you're smart enough to get a bachelor's degree in civil engineering, you're smart enough to be a doctor.
Nope.
It's just more work you'd have to do, but the degree of difficulty may be a little bit more. But if you're saying you can be a civil engineer, you can be a doctor.
Outside of the work, I thought it was snap your fingers. Who would you be? A successful doctor, a successful YouTuber, a successful lawyer,
That's what I
a
thought
successful actor, a successful
qualified to do all of them, Cardiac.
Yeah, you would still pick YouTuber over all these. I don't know why.
Yeah, YouTuber bottom.
It's really just
Because-
clout.
because,
If we're
like-
just being honest, it's just a clout.
And
No,
the clout
it's-
for
okay,
13
that might-
votes.
That might be some of it, but like just the fact that okay, on Monday the 1st, I can drop a video about what happened in the NBA last week, and then Wednesday the 3rd, I can drop a video about anime. Then on the Friday, on the 5th, I can drop a video like incorporating what I'm learning in college, like with civil engineering into my stuff. Then the next week, I could drop like a marching band video or something. Like it's just that. I'm a person that like I'm so invested into so many different things that it's like I just really want to share that shit with people. So the idea that I would have to do like the same stuff every single day, like I would just get tired of it. Even if it's something that I love, I just wouldn't want to do that. So combine the freedom with sure the clout, sure the paycheck, but the fact that like I can talk about anything from real shit to just getting on a podcast and roasting some of my niggas. Like that.
You would be
But I
the
feel like
undisputed
even-
king of YouTube if that was your reality. I just want you to point that out. You pivoting to 5 completely different genres from sport to anime to band alone. You'd be the undisputed king of YouTube. So that I think is a matter of comprehending the job.
Well, I
And
think
even
when
if-
Mr. B said
Oh, go ahead.
YouTuber, we can extrapolate that to just say being a content creator. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? So
Yeah.
I think the
I know
other thing.
I know it's much more difficult than that, especially when it comes to the genre defining shit. Like the algorithm, that shit would murk my channel before I can. If I did that shit.
yeah, I'm about to
straight
say
up.
to say
But if
PewDiePie
you're-
never made videos that he didn't want to make, but he did because of the algorithm and shit. He's definitely made videos he didn't want to make. So
But if you're solely talking about what, like, you just have this freedom or whatever, I feel like that's an understatement on like what actors can do. The Rock could do anything. If The Rock did OnlyFans tomorrow, it would go stupid. The influence too that The Rock has over a Mr. Beast. Who's the biggest YouTuber right now?
Just
PewDiePie? Mr. Beast?
it might be Logan Paul. I ain't gonna lie.
Logan Paul?
yeah, Rock.
I think he's
there's
transcended
20,
that.
20 actors off the dome I can name.
Like TSO said, there's 20 actors I know that are more influential, have the reach farther
Yeah, I'm about to
than
say,
Logan Paul.
If Mr.
The
Beast
Rock?
and Logan Paul walked in a room with Jay-Z, Nas, and like all these not even musicians, like these actors, they wouldn't even be on the same level.
Imagine this: if LeBron James, Drake, Logan Paul, and Will Smith walked in the room.
You think somebody's gonna bat an eye, and you think the influence?
Who's this? What's good, Drake? Like nah, it's
Nobody's gonna ask who's this. They go, oh, what's up, Drake, Will Smith, Drake, or
and
LeBron
Logan
James?
gonna be like, what's good?
I'm about to say I don't think there's any YouTuber that's an actual A-list celebrity.
Nah, there's not.
So if you're talking about influence
But the
alone,
thing about those-
Cardiac, influence alone, like they don't even matter. Like you wouldn't even compare. No matter how big you got on YouTube, You just wouldn't compare with.
It's the understanding that YouTube is credited to an audience that is often younger because they
13.
have free time. Honestly, that has free time to watch the shit that you do. People like views from Polo G's music video and views from Bezos's best video ever are two completely different audiences. And I guarantee you, Bezos's audience is retention of guys no younger than like 8 and no older than like 25. And Polo G's video is literally every fucking body, honestly. So yeah, it's you're not even having an influence on so many people anyway, because you're influencing the same specified group of human beings.
True.
I suppose. I mean, I just view it. Although, yeah, theoretically, The Rock could do anything. Like him being in Baywatch, like that shit doesn't teach anyone shit. Like that shit doesn't help anyone's day really. That doesn't do anything
That's
for
true.
anyone.
I feel like YouTubers again, they're more hands on when it comes to their influence.
It's time to go to bed. Cardiac.
But even
You're not out to do homework, but fuck homework.
but even with The Rock though, I think we're downplaying his influence because, for the kids watching, he wrestled. That you can't tell me there weren't people talking about they were the people's champ, wanting to rock bottom their brothers and shit like that. So even The Rock doesn't work for you. It does not work.
I think the other thing too that is very, very, very understated about YouTube, and I don't know who said that it was dangerous that Curry was taking these threes. Like these are not the shots that you shoot. I think it was Drew Holiday. Like that's not your shot. Anybody else in the league, like for real, on a serious tip. And then you see kids. There's this generation of kids who go out there, practice shooting these deep threes and not getting the fundamentals down and everything like that. I feel like what YouTube has done for these kids is make it so where they believe, yeah, if I got an iPhone and a dream, I can make a bunch of vlogs and I can blow up and I can be this DDG level person, or you know what I'm saying, or this Mr. Beast level person with my iPhone and my dream. However, truly,
Can you not? You could start with it and then level up.
You can, but just like the same thing with maybe not. But for the most part, like you won't be Curry, you won't be DDG, you won't be Mr. Beast, you won't be PewDiePie, like you won't be. I feel like the next wave of that is probably going to be industry plants, but I feel like in this new generation you won't be. So, but there's a bunch of people out there believing that this is the case, but don't understand the amount of work that's put into running your own, not just business, but content creation business. There's a lot that goes into that. And that's very, very understated. Like you said, Bezos a couple podcasts ago, you could be making YouTube videos for a very long time and not see a lick of return on your investment. I mean, you could be doing it for 2 years and not see a lick of return. 2.5, 3 years.
Shit, I did it for a year, pretty much.
And didn't see nothing.
And even right now with the second channel, like I'm putting a lot of work into it. I ain't getting shit. I'm not even monetized yet. I'm putting a lot of work into it. So
I think that that's a very understated thing about YouTube, just in general. And people think it's all these things. You put out a video on whatever you want to. Mind you, my channel is I'm putting out whatever I want to, whatever I want to talk about. It'll get silly, it'll get serious, all that stuff. I'm not seeing shit off of it. Like it don't. And who am I talking to? The same niggas that I talk to on Twitter?
And to add on to your point, let's even go to a high flip. Fuck it, you're here. Let's go all the way to AMP, for example. Think of all these TV shows you be watching, your favorite cartoons, your favorite reality shows. The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, whatever the fuck. Yeah, I don't give a fuck what y'all watch. Now imagine making imagine making that episode from start to finish, editing it from start to finish, recording audio, all that shit. Literally everything.
Set design is a whole profession in and of itself.
Imagine making it. And there's no set designer, there's no director. It's you.
It's you.
It's
you. And I swear I make it look easy. It's not easy.
It's not.
I might make it look a little bit. I didn't have these bags and lines under my eyes before AMP. Sir. Like it just didn't have. I didn't have stress before AMP. On a serious tip, like I'm not gonna act like it's not a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah, I do feel like sometimes, yes, a 9 to 5. I feel like just having the freedom of working whenever I want You know, I still prefer that. But sometimes I just think like, bro, what if I just clocked in, clocked out, and just never had to worry about work?
I to this
Yeah.
day, I told my
Like my girl does it. Like she'd come home from work, and it's just like she's not thinking about work whatsoever. Here I am thinking about
Stress-free.
YouTube 24/7. Wake up in the middle of the night. Oh shit, that's a great idea. Let me write that down. Type shit. So
I kid you not.
That to me,
My mom just came in the crib from her grandma's house, or my grandma's house, from her mom's house. I'm like, damn, now I can't record my video because I don't want to wake her up. So fuck, here go another day that I ain't gonna do shit.
Yeah.
Like that literally just went through my mind.
Sage procrastinating, y'all.
I am procrastinating. But here's the thing. I am procrastinating like a motherfucker, but school beat my ass too. But that's another thing. I feel guilty for everything I do at every moment that isn't work versus, damn, I could just clock in and go to Chick-fil-A for 6 hours. And
I could have just walked on set like The Rock.
Right. It's tough.
I'm applying to more internships after this convo. I'm
I
trying.
definitely am, bro. I want my fucking.
Let me chill. Let me
17-year-old cardiac. Did that answer all your questions?
He muted.
Oh, he doing his homework.
You got in trouble.
All right, we'll bring in one more
Heard your phone.
person.
That was your fucking big time.
Go bring in one more person. Let's bring in Rose. Gonna bring in Rose.
yeah, my fault. My Wi-Fi kicked out.
Let's do it right here.
Get him
All
out of
right.
here. 17-year-olds. God.
Our last person, Rose.
Doxed.
The fuck? What up? What up?
Wait, let me mute the Twitch.
Oh, thank you.
All right, can you hear me? Are we good, boys?
Yes, sir.
All right, what up? What up? For my questions, I got a two-parter. Number one, top 3 movies of all time, excluding Cars 2. And then number 2, a more philosophical question. What is the why of all of this, of what you're doing? And yeah, those are my 2 questions.
Huh.
I don't got a list for movies. Ain't gonna lie. I just know Drumline is top 3. My favorite.
You know
movies.
You know how to cut out? Is that what you said?
Let's do it right here. I said, Drumline is a top 3 movie, favorite movie of mine, and that is it.
Yeah, I don't have.
I don't
the
got a
best
list.
hierarchy. I don't have that.
Get Rich or Die Trying by 50 Cent. Cold Mountain featuring Nicole Kidman. And 3 is probably, I don't know. 3 is something crazy. Today I'll say Inception. But I'll give you my
list
3.
finna be ass, bro.
You said what?
I feel like my list about to be dog shit. I don't watch a lot of movies.
I got Drumline, bro. You can say whatever.
The pursuit of happiness meant a lot to me. The fuck? I don't be watching movies, bro.
They said Cars too, so you can say whatever you want.
Hey, no cap. I ain't gonna lie. I give y'all a little take for this. I like Infinity War for Endgame, so that go.
Lion King got to be up there for me.
Lion King. Ooh,
Live action or the original?
fuck
The
you,
OG,
Lion
the
King.
OG.
Oh, I got a troll one. Stitch has a glitch. Yeah.
All right, what's the next question? He said the why.
Yeah.
All of
Of
what? Like
life?
you talking about like our
No,
professions?
like what you're doing on the daily, like what your motivations are, like what's the meaning as to why you're doing it.
Well,
Very deep.
I ain't gonna lie. I mean to be a dick. I spaced out. You said it's the why you're doing like.
Yeah, like what you love, like why? Is it fame? Is
Oh.
it money? Is it family?
That's well, see, the way I am, I don't like anyone else essentially signing my check. Like I didn't like coming to work and having to listen to somebody's demand, no matter what mood they were in. For the sake of, if I don't listen to this person directly, my check is in jeopardy. So find independence out of it, like talking about the sport, and yeah, I'd say that'd be my best answer.
Yo, Omar, your cam
That had to
died.
be my best answer, fool.
I know it got hot. I don't know how it got hot.
That had to be my answer. I mean,
My
obviously
why?
the bread. Obviously, if I blew up, that'd be cool. If I could walk around, everybody want to take a picture with your boy, even though I ain't photogenic. So I'm supposed to.
Am I really
That shit
that
was
money
annoying,
hungry,
too.
bro? The first thing that comes to mind is just money.
Do you want like a TV show? Like once you make it?
Honestly, bro, I just want to make a living off of making content right now. That's really it. Once I get to that point where I can make a living off of everything I do without schoolwork and all this shit. That's the goal right now. So I guess
Guys.
money.
Hey,
I guess
you're on
money.
pace.
Guys,
I'm
B Souls is the
face-to-face.
richest YouTuber right now, like in this room. So I don't know why he keeps.
Oh my god.
I don't know why he keeps playing like he's not. He
Like,
makes
yeah,
the most
he's
money
definitely lying.
Down
off
to
their
earth guy.
individual channels. B Souls makes the most out of all three of them.
By far.
He's a
it's
humble
not
guy.
close.
You say you don't think so?
I said I would say so. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to make sure. Look at him. Look at him. Look.
Souls.
Doxed. No, let me stop. Mine is gonna sound a little bad. I don't. It sounds crazy. I think at this current phase in my life, nothing motivates me.
Damn.
Wild.
Damn.
But it's like, okay, when I was younger, you wanted to build a family, you wanted to build this money, this legacy, this all this, that, and the third. This is what's motivating me. I think I've come to the phase where I'm like, if none of that happens for me, I'd be okay. Like,
It's dark.
I get the only thing that keeps me turning is like happiness and healthiness. And happiness is so broad. Like, there's a lot of things that make me happy. So as long as I'm in a happy state, most of the time I'll be fine. But I'm not, I want to make a name for myself and get recognized in these streets and build this big content platform. All that would be cool. And I could work to all that. However, that's not what motivates. Like, literally.
Do you think
Zero.
do you think your answer would have been different in your early 20s? Like
Yes.
when you just okay. Cuz I feel
Yeah.
like right now I'm in that phase where money is a priority because of the loans and just independent shit. But I feel like down the line I feel like I'm going to look back and be like, yeah, I probably should have like called my mom 2 more extra times a week type shit.
All this,
Yeah.
because to me, it's like all this shit is video game. Like
It's a simulation.
when and I can spill it a little bit. When Rudy showed us the other day in the group message, and I know y'all probably weren't keeping up, how much he made off of scam coin. And when I look at numbers of like video game points, it's like, why does that matter?
Did he make a lot?
Ultimately,
Side
yeah,
note.
he made some money. He made some money off of something that doesn't exist. So it's all video game. Like,
yeah, I'm about to say profit by default. Yeah.
it's all video game. So it's like why do that doesn't motivate me. I thought I wanted this family and built this thing for my family, but then I found out the responsibilities of what a kid is and all this stuff like that. And bringing a kid into this world is a whole different thing.
Dom
that-
did that.
But it's like that doesn't okay, if I have a family, I'm fine with that and I'll know how to adjust. However, I know what it takes to raise a kid, and you put all this faith, effort, and energy into your child, doesn't pan out to be what you thought. And what does that even mean? Is that a selfish thought?
No.
Because you wanted your kid to be this specific thing, but this isn't a robot. This is a person that has, feelings and all this stuff. So
Yeah.
that's washed. And then what is a legacy in like this big capitalistic world? Like, what does that mean? Especially when you'll be washed out in a couple, like in years.
I've thought about that too. What is a legacy
Yeah,
when you die and you
yeah.
literally can't do anything with that legacy?
Yeah, the more you learn
Well,
about the
it
world,
lives with other
Go
people.
ahead.
I don't mean to cut you off.
But
by the way.
after you die, like you don't know what happened. I mean, no one knows what happens after death. But like, yes, it technically it would live on to the next generation. But you're not even there to, like, oh shit, it did. You know what I'm saying?
Walmart has completely changed since its inception. So whatever the Sam Walton,
Walmart.
Walmart, Sam
How did we get to
Walton.
Walmart.
You're talking about legacy. Sam Walton had an idea of what he wanted Walmart to be, and he wanted his kids to carry this out for generations to come. This superstore thing that Walmart is now, that's not what he wanted it to be. Place with like self checkouts and stuff. No, that's not what he wanted it to be. I'm bringing this example because I worked at Walmart, and you have to sit at this. I've worked at Walmart and Sam's, and you have to sit at this introductory meeting where they break down the legacy and what he started it and what he wanted it to be. And then you sit back after you listen to that whole spiel and you look back and be like, wow, what I'm working in now is nothing like he wanted it to be. So you do this, you spend your whole life trying to get this legacy just for your kids to not even care. Like there's some people that buy houses and stuff like this, and they're trying to build this real estate legacy for their child to just like be interested in the arts. Like I don't care about any of that. And I don't plan on associating myself with that. So what does that mean as well? Like what is unless your legacy is on some level of like a Martin Luther King Jr., Why does that matter? What does that matter?
You think that's a little more of a pessimistic view, or do you think that's more realistic for you?
Realistic for everyone.
I think it's realistic for everybody. Like, prime example, and now that I think about it, if I have to not troll, one of my inspirations for doing basketball content is to make talking about basketball fun. But the chances that happens, one, is slim. Two, even if it happens, okay. What is that really accomplishing necessarily? And the more you learn about how dark this world is, the more you realize a lot of people who you would consider the shit really ain't shit at some point in time. They just will not be. Like,
Yeah. I guess to me, my goal is just make a living and then just stay in touch with the people that actually matter to me. That's really it.
And be able to take care of myself. Like once you get to that point, I feel like it's all cool. But I can have these lofty dreams of becoming a beast. But as sad as it is to say, when YouTube stops for him, it'll just be no more. Like as soon as that generation just moves on, when my eventual kids, if I have kids at 30 or whatever, they're not gonna care about who Mr. Beast is. In about 6 years, and my kids grow up to watch YouTube. That's not gonna be their thing. And he's cool. He's making a name for himself and all that stuff. He's putting his stamp on this earth, which would be bigger than some guy that works at CVS, of course. But in the grand scheme of it, who is that for? Like, I don't. And why do I care about this perception from other people of me? Who cares? That doesn't motivate me. Like literally, and I know that that's not the answer. People want to say Rose, and everybody has off the expectations. I had them when I was younger. Being more realistic, I look at the numbers and how they're stacked against you. And even if I fight to break through all that, I follow people on Twitter who've become millionaires from nothing. When they die, what does that mean? Who cares?
As long as you aren't happy, bro.
Sheesh, holy fuck.
Yeah.
As long as you're like literally, if you live your
that's
life
true,
and you're
that's
happy,
true.
like who cares? Like I just make sure you're fine. There's no why that I do this. If it happens for me, it happens. I can make it happen as well. If it doesn't happen for me, I wanted like 3 kids when I was younger. If it doesn't happen for me, I'm at a point now where I'm fine. Back then, I was ready to do a lot of things to get 3 kids because I thought I have to leave this legacy to these 3 kids. And 3 is such an odd number. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Honestly, all of it doesn't matter.
Like,
Wait, so you said I don't mean to cut you off.
No, I ain't got shit to say.
You say you said you're not exactly a money hungry guy, but you're pursuing the bag, right? Do you think that's more of like because the college debt is there, or is it more of a materialistic approach?
It's not really a materialistic approach. It's more so just I want to make a living making content, and the biggest hurdle right now is just making it as sustainable as possible, so that once I graduate from college, this isn't just a 1-year stint and then I'm broke on the side of the road. So yeah, my focus right now, why I'm doing all of this work that I'm doing right now, is to just be prepared as possible for the worst case scenario. But it's tough though. It's not something I want to do. Like hypothetically, if I could just make a living off of just one channel where I legitimately could make any content I want, that's ideal. But that's so much easier said than done. And I don't know a single creator that actually does that, unless you have like a podcast and you already had a platform to begin with. Like let's say Joe Budden, like he was in the music industry for like 10 years, so he was able to make a podcast from scratch, and then now he really talks about whatever. But it's not like that when you're starting from scratch.
So do you think if you had a more if your parents were millionaires, and do you think you'd even have this drive, to even grind this hard just to make a living?
I don't think so, honestly.
Yeah, you gotta be realistic, man.
Yeah.
It sounds some kind of way, but it's really not. You gotta think, if you already have the money, the goal in life at the end of the day as you grow up is going to be, and I'm not saying you're a young nigga, I don't know, but it's the people that matter to you. You cherish that, and you cherish what happens in your personal life. Making money is a key element in living in happiness in this world. Honestly, that's why it's kind of fucked up. Because there's some things you cannot do without money. Like if you want to travel, you cannot do that without money. If you have a relative that lives, like I'm in the DMV, if one of my relatives in California and I'm broke, not seeing them, tough. So you need the money to do what you got to do. Now, if I was already a millionaire, I can do already what I want and need to do. Not $1 million isn't eternal, but I wouldn't have this
Yeah.
hungry drive to work as hard as I am right now.
There's definitely a lot of asshole, like, you know, kids that come from rich families. But in that same token, I feel like there's a lot of emphasis on becoming so rich and then, you know, being able to provide your family with a good life. So I also don't get this whole knock of, you know, you're a kid coming from that situation and, you know, you're essentially doing what your parents dreamed of, which is to not have to struggle like they did. So I don't get the whole knock on that too.
Like, and especially in my area, a lot of times dudes will get clowned on for simply having good parents. It's weird.
Yeah, that's,
it's like people that didn't struggle.
2-parent households.
Yeah, people that didn't struggle are getting clowned by people who did struggle. And at the end of the day, their whole parents' purpose in their struggles was to make sure that their next generation doesn't. So I think that's idiotic.
Yeah.
Rose, are you 18 going on 19?
He's just guessing ages.
Yeah.
No, allegedly no.
Allegedly, no.
Allegedly, no. I feel like I'm gonna take
You
it
buy
as
a
yes.
drink legally.
Depends on this country.
In between 17 to 20, around there.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
17 to 20.
I feel like the 18 going on 19 thing. And not saying you're asking.
You cut it.
I feel like I was there. Like I had a lot of whys why I was doing this.
Yeah.
Shit don't matter.
Yeah,
It sounds so. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just been like recently, like this summer, I had super high motivations. Well, before that, but then YouTube like did crazy stuff. But like during the summer, just had a huge drive. And, you know, just been questioning a lot of things. You know.
He's 18 going on 19, guys.
I've been at that stage too.
Yeah, everybody goes through it.
Yeah.
Do what makes you happy, bro. And if you can be happy while make money, that's the best thing possible.
Yeah.
And that's the answer. That was the other. You know what? And we can end it after this. That was the thing that really caught me. I had this drive, and I've worked maybe like 10 plus 11 jobs, like 11 plus jobs. And I was under the impression, under the thought process that, dog, I've got to make 100K, and that's the way to be happy because I like nice things and this, that, and the third. And in every single job I was working at, well, they were $7.25, $8 or whatever. There were always people who were happy that were making the same as me. Mind you, they had struggles in life or whatever, but it had to click at some point where I was like, you know what? I don't need all this to be happy. And then I started running into people who made that money, and they were either just the same or sometimes even worse than the people that didn't have that. So
Yeah.
illusion. It's all an illusion. But you have to come to that conclusion on your own.
Especially with social media, with what you're saying, it's not glorified. So
That's what I'm saying, bro. And these apps to be transforming to cater to that. Instagram was not this whole what do they call it, flex culture app that it is now. When it came out, when I was in high school,
like that. No.
Instagram was like dead ass posting pictures with filters.
Yeah.
Like,
the
That
old
was it.
Snapchat, the OG Snapchat.
yeah, like come on now. But
And
whatever.
I told this to my dad too, because he has his vision of like moving to different states to get the best house possible for us. But I've told him multiple times, especially once it got to the point where like, yo, we're moving way too much. I'm like, Dad, the happiest we've ever been wasn't when our house was at its biggest or whatever it was. Like some of the best moments I've had was when we were in a 1-bedroom apartment, all 4 of us. You know what I'm saying? Had the right people around us. It was a great environment. So this idea that money equals happiness, that's not true at all. And I feel like everyone, I feel like everyone in this panel right now has experienced that. Like I'm gonna tell y'all right now, this is not the happiest I've ever been. I feel like the happiest I've ever been was when I was fucking 8 years old playing tag with my friends and had.
Yeah, I was.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So-
you're not wrong.
Maybe when I didn't have to worry about college whatsoever. I mean, you did a little bit, but not
Summer
that much.
2014 was prime. That's all I'm gonna
Yeah.
say.
Back when you were, if you're 18 now, what was that?
Wait, 16, 15, 14.
Yeah, bro. This shit. It's an illusion. Just I be living for tomorrow. I know that sounds so bad, and people don't want to hear that. Whatever happens, happens. I'm just trying to make it to tomorrow, and then maybe the next day once I get to tomorrow. Like I'll try to figure it out.
You're just basically living.
Yeah, and it sounds bad. I'm successful at living too. Like
I mean, if you're happy, why would it be bad?
I have more, and again, it's not about the money, but I have more money, more free time, more access to different resources than I've ever had in my whole life, and it's only come with me just living and stop stressing over all these different things. So
For sure. Well, I appreciate the deep questions, Rose. You know what I'm saying.
Hey man, you know how to do it to him.
All right, we're gonna move you to general. We're gonna close out
I
the pod.
appreciate it. Have a good night, boys.
get his 18 going on 19 ass out of here.
Let's do it.
Bezos, you supposed to get him out of here fast.
No cap. Yeah, it went from 10:30 to 10:55 real quick.
You gonna turn on your cam or no?
Bro, it keeps saying it's overheating, and I don't
I
understand why.
thought she was doing some
This
shit.
A7 III, bro, man.
I'm saying cheap camera. That's
Crazy,
garbage
crazy.
quality camera. A7 III.
All right, let's close out this pod. This is definitely one of the longer pods. TSO, say goodbye to the chat.
Hey man, slept on stage. My highlights, y'all. Don't hate me for YouTube, bro. I'm finishing the finals before I come back, just so I ain't gotta worry about them again. Being said, follow me on YouTube, TSO_Sage. Follow me on Twitch, same thing. Instagram, Attitude3, and Twitter if you want to get trolled.
Omar, say goodbye to the chat.
Yo, shouts out to your boy O. Shouts out to me, man. The one you want to be, fam. No, for real. Monetize me on YouTube so I can stop stressing about life. No, I'm playing. But it's Omar. I know you can't see me right now. I guess the only one that's sabotaging myself is myself, because lately I feel like it's me versus me. You see what I'm saying?
I see what
But
you're saying.
follow me. Follow me on Twitter till I get to 5K. I'm gonna keep tweeting reckless stuff. I'm almost there, so you're gonna miss out on the reckless tweets if you're not following me there. And then follow me. Well, not follow me. Join the 2 locker room rooms this week. Last 2 locker room rooms until that contract ends, and I'm getting real reckless.
This dude right here. Shout out to the Patreon people. I'm gonna change up the the requirements. I don't want to just pull up the list every time, but shout out to y'all. We'll see y'all on Wednesday. Peace out.